Let's see. Here. All right, so we back. We're gonna be continuing this now. So yeah, we went through the items really and kind of like the wider mechanic changes. Now we're gonna get down to hero mechanics, and we're gonna work through that list relatively quick because I want to get to the gameplay. So let's begin. Abaddon. Mystical self-damage is no longer lethal. Oh shit. Looks like 5 annoying dickhead. Abaddon is gone. Sayonara. See you later, sucker. You got what you deserved. Bye. Alright. And they have mixed around with the curse a little bit so the early levels aren't stupid anymore. Understandably so. It was pretty easy to run people down once you got 4 procs. So it was kind of like the Ursa effect. Like, I'm going to have to back away indefinitely. And I'm going to get screwed if I don't. And if they stun me on the third shot and I get hit by the Curse of Avernus, I am dead. Not exactly the funnest way to play the game. Okay. So, Alchemist. Oh. Ooh. Regen up at 25. Looks like AA is getting picked more, which we'll get to in a sec because he's had a Scepter rework. And let's see. Change from 0.5 Chemical Rage base attack time to Chemical Rage movement speed. They really want us to take the regen talent, don't they? I mean, there's other ways to increase the bat now, right? There's jungle items, I believe, is one of the things that can really get it down. So just pick that up if you really want to reduce that. So, AA, Ice Blast now deals damage through spell immunity. Dohoi. But that means the blast does damage as well. So that's pretty cool. Scepter has been reworked. Chill and Touch has no cooldown. Yes! AA, right click, baby. Okay, in fairness, I wasn't the biggest fan of Chill and Touch. Kind of nice early on, feels shit later on. This is actually going to be interesting. It's going to be peculiar to watch people try and do builds like they do with Wyvern. You know, where people have been trying the Wyvern right-click recently with the Axe builds. This might be a little bit more feasible because unlike Wyvern, this hero can actually run as a midder pretty well. And we've seen some teams do that on multiple occasions, actually. So, Anti-Mage Mana Break now has... also, but what? I am got buffs. All right. Pack it up, bitches. We going home. Illidan he's done coaching, okay? He's going to go fucking carry POS 1 again. He's going to carry himself to TI. AM returns. Gotta get that CK buff in as well, maybe. Wait, was Illidan played a lot of Anti-Mage, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's in his name. If he didn't, then something is seriously wrong. Like, when was the last time he played Anti-Mage is what I'm trying to think. It's been a while since he's played Anti-Mage. He used to play a decent amount of it. Who's the one that comes out like Arteezy would be the big one people come to mind for, right? When you're thinking anti-mage. Man. I don't think who the other big ones are. Usually it's a bunch of Chinese players that I can think of. But anyway, let's get on with the effects. Now only has half effect by illusions. Alright, so they basically made the core anti-mage pretty strong. Reduced his illusion a little bit because he can be an annoying little shit. Understandable. Mana Void no longer pierces spell immunity. Previously only partially did. Okay, that's fair. I mean, it shouldn't. Like, there's the mini stun, right? And that's it. So, yeah, it's fine. Mana Void Scepter duration increased from 70 to 100. Damn, dude. They really want you to build that Ags. Like, you're not going to, but they're really trying to get you to build that Scepter. And they did give him a better strength talent level 10 from 10 to 13. Alright, they really want Anti-Mage to start getting picked. That's very clear. Arc Warden Tempest double duration increased. Oof. We really want more Arc Warden? And we're going to find out. They did reduce his Sparkgrave talent 25, though. I don't think this is enough to really, like, up the ante. He'll be a select pick for certain players in certain game formats, but overall, I'm imagining when I scroll down, Tinker's probably got a bigger buff, and he'll just be better. So let's keep going. Counter Helix cooldown improved. Damn, son, Axe is back. Oh, no, he's not. The chance reduced. I mean, it's only the early levels, so they've shifted it around. They've given, like, if anything, they've kind of in some ways made him, more RNG, but less RNG. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. It's like, they're basically shifting this around in a way that's like, hey, we changed him. And you kind of did, but it really feels like you didn't. Because what you've done is you basically improved the ability to RNG multiple spins instantly in a row, but decrease the chance for those RNGs to pop. So you're giving potential higher spikes, which means you're giving like a lower base average and more chance for fluctuation at randomness, which is like, it's a bit of a shaky ground to be on. You're kind of making it more RNG. In a bad way. So, Cullen Blade now deals damage through spell immunity. Nice. Because the change they made to spell immunity. There's going to be a lot of tweaks that are going to be like that. Ooh. Dude, Enfeeble has been reworked. Now passive. Your abilities now place an enfeebled dude. All right, Enfeeble's getting leveled on lane. Brain saps and that shit, you go. Just spam. Enfeeble has been moved down to the third ability. Yep, okay, yeah. So I heard someone mention that. So there is means to, on a hero by hero basis, change your keybinds. I'll probably just get used to it. Brain sap now heals for as much damage as the target takes. Ooh. Wasn't it pure though? Pretty sure. Am I misremembering? I'm pretty sure like Brain sap was pure, right? Pretty sure it was. We'll find out. Ah, yeah, it was. They've changed it to magical. Well, now that makes sense. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, now we know why. It's because they changed that shit on us. They flipped it. So it's now magical. So you're going to need to actually play around that in conjunction with Enfeeble. It feels like Bane's maybe going to feel a little bit weak on the lane. I'm going to throw on my fan because it's too fucking hot in here already. God damn it. All right, there we go. 3 people farm jungles for 30 minutes. I mean, what the fuck did you expect, dude? Welcome to the jungle. Hey, look at me. Dun, dun. Anyway, back to this. Some theme music. Feels good. All right, so what we've got here. Brain sap damage increased as a result. Makes sense because they changed it to magical. So it's more or less like, in theory, it can be the same now, but it can just be better. So maybe this hero will still be good. Shut up, you. Shut the fuck. Scram. Oh, we can actually look at the patch notes here now. It's even easier. Look at that. Look at how shit just works out. Oh, I got to scroll down and find where I was at. God damn it. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, you guys, you tried to get a peek. I saw that shit. You tried to peer into the future, but no. Not allowed to. All right, let's switch this over to game capture anyway, because it'll just be, you'll get less those notifications. We don't want you guys knowing that like Ice Frog and me are best buds and we message each other all the time. Why won't you return my calls? Anyway, let's move on from that. Let's get back to this. So let's have a look. Fiend's Grip now deals damage through spell immunity. Duh, with the changes. Enfeeble attack speed is now spell amp. Wow. And then you got 20 change from Enfeeble attack speed reduction to lifesteal. Nice. They really don't want us to be involved in the right clicks anymore. There was a meaningful opportunity and they said, fuck off. You guys, you never actually use this shit once. So we're going to just change it around. Okay, you can just spam magic. Ag's Bane Rush incoming mid. Flame Break. Projectile speed increased. Okay. Buff. Damage impact. What? Alright, these are some big buffs. Cooldown has been rescaled. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Oh, they did reduce. So they actually reduced the DPS. So like actually high sticky napalm stack spam into Flame Break is slightly less impactful than before, but it's still fairly decent. Like the Flame Break damage will make up to about 3 to 4 sticky napalm stacks. Knockback duration is better. AoE has been increased by a significant amount, actually. Is there a cast range buff? Because it's going to be harder to use, I think, maybe. Flame Break knockback distance is now fixed 300 units, so you can't manipulate it in any way. Interesting. Firefly no longer requires flight. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Bat Rider. You're a Bat Rider. Bats are blind. You shouldn't be able to see everything. Movement speed increased. Wait, what? Oh, no. What? Now provides fixed vision in day and night. Oh. Sticky Napalm no longer has a cut. Oh, no. Sticky Napalm no longer requires turning to cut. Oh, no. Sticky Napalm slow post stack reduced. Oh, thank God. Oh, why did that fucking scare me like that? That was starting to get out of control a little there. But still, oh no. Like, taking the cast point away is huge for this hero. This hero, like, he hasn't been that popular, but he had some relevance, more relevance than Clockwork before this tweak. So I feel like this hero might just spike up in popularity with these type of changes. Continuing on. Last two now deals damage, as expected. Increased the talent for Flame Break burn duration. Oof. Changed from 40 movement speed to 30. Yes! Fucking balance that piece of shit! And reduced the Flame Break cooldown. Balance that piece of shit! Alright, so this is a hard one to actually predict off the face of things. The problem Batrider is going to have to maybe some extent is, I'm trying to think back on the items we cycled through for the jungle. There's not as many crazy items there for him as there was for other offlanes that were coming to mind. But there's still a lot of potential here, especially at the early point in the lanes with the cast point for Sticky Napalm begun. And the other argument you can make is Batrider, if he does anything really well, it's clearing massive stacks, which means you can easily get your hands on those items. So I expect this guy to be exploited in conjunction with the items from the jungle more than anything else. and the stylistic split pushing you can do. It's just, this hero has a lot of potential. Wild Access now pierce spell immunity. Pog, good. Primal roll as expected. Not too much from Beastmasters, really. Just movement speed increase on level 10. That talent might become feasible. I'm trying to think what the alternative was. Because I always remember looking at movement speeds like, damn. Yeah, it's XP gain. That's why it's hard. It's like, even with 5 movement speeds, like, sure, you can't get more. Like, there's no way you can build more XP, right? But you can build more movement speed in ways. But, like, I don't think you... I still think you take the XP talent. It's a level 10 XP talent. I value those above almost everything else. Alright, let's have a look. So, Bloodseeker, Rupture duration reduced. Okay, so this isn't too surprising. They've tweaked him back and forth a little bit. Outgoing damage is being increased. Incoming damage reduced. It's weird, because Bloodseeker was getting some picks against things like the Mirana and to an extent the Void. But it never felt like it had an impact. I think the biggest thing that is still pissing me off, like I'm gonna actually be, it's really fucking me off, Valve. Like, Ice Rock, please, will you take a look at the level 10 talents and please just fix his attack speed talent? Give him 20 damage, 15 damage. Like, why does this hero have a level 10 attack speed talent when his passive is all about attack speed? It's a little bit bonkers, you know? Maybe fix that one. All right. But is it enough to bring him in? Is the question that people are gonna have in mind. I don't think it's going to be across the board pick. There are going to be certain matchups it's favorable in. You know, Slark is one that comes to mind, but don't expect this to be like a widespread pick. Bounty Hunter, track bonus increase. Sure, they're desperately trying to get the hero back in. I think you might struggle a little bit with the introduction of outposts and with wards being like observers not costing anything and sentries then having a full attention for gold investment. Expect supports to actually have a lot more true sight down, which means heroes like Bounty Hunter are going to suffer a lot more. Brewmaster, Cinderbrew now extends the duration by 3 seconds rather than refreshing. Ooh, that's actually really good. So one of the big problems is, like, you could heavily nuke the fuck out of someone right at the start of engagement with Cinderbrew on them, right? And you don't get any value. Now, like, that heavy nuke is going to persist. It's going to reward you. So if someone opened up, like, Laguna or Finger, don't know why they'd open up with it, but if they did, then you're going to get decent refreshes out of that instead of just the one. And now deals a... What's that? Deals a total amount of damage over the variable duration. So is that... No, because that calculation won't work. So what does it mean by that? Oh, I think, like, if you, for example, before, like, if you refreshed, right, halfway through, you lose that halfway through amount. But now, because it is adding on, then what it's telling you is, like, the full duration damage of Cinderbrew will be there regardless. There's no way to stop it. No longer causes self-attacks. Good. Now ignites on any spell damage rather than only damage above 80. Thumbs up. Damage increased from... Okay, nice. And slow rescaled from 25 to go up. Once it's level 2, it's better on the slow. Cooldown reduced. No surprise there because it wasn't really being picked up in the lane. And mana cost has been increased. I don't know if this is going to be like that great early on. I think maybe if you got like someone like a Jakira in your lane, I could see situations where Brewmaster might go for early points in Cinderbrew. But like, what are your alternatives here, right? Like your other two abilities are just 10 times better. It feels like you want Drunken Brawler, that's kind of a given, and then the classic for farming is Thunderclap all the time. Cinderbrew is hard to justify, I think. So I'm not really sure. I mean, actually, no, I could see this working quite well because like the thing you have to always remember is it's any spell damage now, right? It was shit before because it was 80 damage. Now, you're in the lane with, like, I don't know, a fucking Batrider is a perfect example. Actually, I could genuinely see this being one of the scary lanes, is Brewmaster Batrider. Because you just Cinderbrew someone, and you throw a fucking Flame Break at them, and you burn the living shit out of them. Like, they're fucking... They are 3rd degree burns, dude. They're in a burn ward right now, mummified. They're so fucked up by it. There are other heroes like Jakira that are just gonna fucking destroy with this. I think Cinderbrew, that's probably gonna get reverted. I could see that genuinely getting reverted because that, to me, that is a spooky spell. Actually, I mean, it can only ignite once, right? But could it be? Actually, I think like, the more I think about it, like it originally sounds pretty busted, right? But like when you consider, no, it's curved. It's not like you can keep refreshing, right? But I could still see things like a Bat Rider or Jakiro with a Brewmaster on lane genuinely just killing the fucking shit out of people with Cinder Brew at level like 2 or 3. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do start seeing Brews take early points in it. Maybe even just skip clap early on. It's kind of that like Legion effect. Is like, are you going in for the farm and sustain, or are you going in for the kills? Bristle. Arm reduction has been increased. That is not going to be enough to get this hero relevant, I'm afraid. Bristle has had some okay games, but I think overall, like usually when you see a Bristle and how it performs, there are heroes that farm quicker and have bigger impact. And usually you see it ran in awkward lanes. Like it can kind of work in the mid, but then you see it as like, man, there were better choices. There were better choices for that role that could have done more and probably farmed quicker. Not the human Dota plus. Too bad. I'm going to fucking leave it there because you don't like Jasta. It's going to stay there. All right, let's keep going. Retaliate. Return damage increased. Sure. And increase from retaliate. So, yeah. Centaur, just a little bit tweak on the upwards. This hero may end up just being broken with a few of the jungle items I saw earlier. Like, there were a few to do with stats, for example, just increasing that. That's just going to be spooky. So, that'll be very peculiar. I'm going to be watching this one closely. I think Centaur could very easily get out of control. Anyway, Chaos Knight. Agility has been reduced. Scepter has been reworked. Chaos Bolt now releases fake project. What? We fucking PL now. You all think you're safe? Everyone gets a Chaos Bolt. Like, which one is real? Which one is Monk? Fucking. All right, Reality Rift no longer slows. Now reduces armor. You motherfucking backpedaler. We knew you'd do it. Fuck yeah. CK stronger. Max crit. Oh, okay. CK slightly weak. Oh my god. A lot weaker. From 280% maxed out to 215. This motherfucker ain't hitting as hard anymore. Phantasm outgoing damage has been rescaled though to be worse. And incoming damage. Yeah. Chaos Knight's probably not doing too good as a hero right now, to be honest with you. I don't think he's going to be okay. They do have magic resistance bonuses on the illusions. That's something. And they're now considered strong illusions, so cannot be insta-killed with spells. You know what this is? The round of applause is for? That round of applause is for the fact that you will be able to pick a Chaos Knight in a competitive game, and you won't instantly lose after we see the Medusa buffs. Because Medusa, like that shit used to instantly kill your illusions. That can't happen anymore. Suddenly, Chaos Knight can actually not worry about heroes like Lion just insta-countering. So this is good. Now, the Scepter, when you cast Phantasm, causes every allied hero to create an illusion. Your hero gets an additional illusion as well. Does not interrupt allies. So you just create an extra fucking team, dude. You know what you do? You pick Underlord and Chaos Knight. You start in one lane, use your axe, create a fucking team, and say, Underlord, take the rest of them bot. One of our teams will die, but one of them will emerge victorious with a lane taken. He's like, okay, I don't know about this. It's fucking stupid. Now meme with me. That's a really weird one. I like there were some games where support Chaos Knight could feel good. Like if you had a Terrorblade and you just put an axe, it's fucking golden. Creating an illusion, only one of each hero, that's pretty shit. Imagine you have a Chen, for example, on your team, and a Storm Spirit on your team. And what other hero do you want that doesn't hit very hard? Shaker. Sounds pretty shit like that, doesn't it? So, not the biggest fan of that. Alright. Let's see. Chen, Holy Persuasion, minimum health reduced. Yeah. We knew Chen was going to get nerfed. He fucking deserves it. And they took his XP talent away. To him. Alright. Chen was strong. They may have went a little bit overboard. I think the hero was like going to be fine-tuned around the nerfing of creeps more than anything else. But in some areas they buff creeps, so I'm not surprised they're rearing on the safe side. Alright, so Clinks has worse attack range. That's a great start. Skeleton Walk now provides attack speed when coming out of invisibility. Ooh. Replace Strafe with Death Pact. It's fucking back! Yes! Ugh! Wait, no, shit. I don't play that much Clinks. I'm usually the one getting fucked by them. It's basically Death Pact. I mean, well, it sort of is and sort of isn't. In that it's like, you have your burning army now, but you can actually tank and stay alive because you can get health. And, of course, you get the armor debuffs. Yeah, this is... Yikes. If a hero dies under your attack debuff, you gain +5 damage permanently. And Death Pact called us fresh. Oh, why? Why is that a thing? Why? Why? Why is Clinks a better Legion commander? What the? Alright, boys, we're gonna have to learn how to play Clinks because this just turned into one of the most broken, easy ways to fucking cheese leveling up in the MMR possible. And then you just you transition into a fucking Ags refresher build. You're still relevant because you got that right-click damage built into your fucking hero. Oh, just get me out. Get me out. This talent as well, plus 350 death pact health. Oh, yeah, just get me the fuck out. Just get me the fuck out. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get the fuck away from him. Clockwork. Hookshot now deals damage through spell immunity as expected. Hookshot has a cooldown reduction in place. So for max, so you don't really need Ags as bad. Oh, they've reworked. That's why. Here we go. Grants you overclocking, refreshing all of your abilities and grant you 40% bonus movement speed and 200 attack speed. Dude, people are gonna build a basher. I'm fucking calling it already. People are gonna build a basher. After the duration expires, you become stunned for 4 seconds. Alright, that's some wacky fucking shit. That is actually pretty bonkers. Blade Mail is going to be even more important this hero if you go for the Axe build, just because you want to instantly be able to do that. But the fact that you actually refresh your abilities is pretty nutty. So you hookshot in, then you can like, just imagine this you're basically drawing penises on the map with your hookshots. You're like, hookshot, front line, move past him, cogs him back. Hookshot is fucking support and just zap in. It's like, I got my Blade Mail now, so I'm just going to activate that while I'm stunned for 4 seconds, and you guys can go fuck yourself. However, Yules. How does Yules work with it? All right, hold on a sec. I'm refraining from testing most of these through this shit, but I absolutely have to fucking test this one because we might if this shit works, like Clockwork, Ags, Yules is gonna be the most broken fucking thing I can think of. I'm sure we're only at C so far, but just think how nuts that is. All right, let's have a look. So Ags and then Yules. Give me Yules. You can probably BKB for it as well. So let's just go ahead and wait. Where's my? There it is. All right. So you do that, then you do that. And you're like, woohoo! Oh, I didn't do the double. I should have done the double. But yeah, it's like, oh man, I'm about to be stunned. Whee! I fucking solved it, guys.
A traps for a trap.
Isn't that easy? Right, now imagine you just build some status resistance, or you pick up the fucking status resistance items you can get from the neutrals, right? That's actually the perfect one to show you on how stupid this is. Where is it? I think it was level 2, right? Was it level 3? It might have been level 3. Alright, this one. We'll just take that one. Yeah, just give me that. I'll fucking yoink that 1 point extra. Why can't you get these? They're not purchasable. Not even in this area? That's fucking stupid. That works, holy shit. Dude, of course it fucking works. Why wouldn't it work? Like, just think about it. Like, it can't stun you while you're unstunnable, dude. Should we try this? Should we try this? I want to see if BKB works. I forgot to do the double circles. I forgot to make boobies with the cogs, dude. Okay, so you do get stunned while BKB. But what I would point out is, like, that is probably a, like, you can probably debuff that. So, like, someone could save you. I don't know if it's a strong stun. So someone might be able to Lotus you, for example. Oh, wait. I just thought of the more stupid thing. Just give me a second here, because this is pretty dumb. Like, I have to iterate how dumb this is going to be. Barrier Assault. We know it does a lot of damage. Okay, it doesn't let you have to. Thank fuck for that. Because that would have been busted. Alright, let's continue on. Can't have them in demo, I don't know why. Yeah, they need to fix that ASAP. Show new mango tree. I can't show any of them. Because they didn't fucking last. Son of bitches. Base mana regen has been increased. Oh my god! An in-hero with base mana regen higher than 0? Fucking no rework, renerf. Fuck that shit. Don't let it exist. It's disgusting. Alright, what we got here? Arcane Aura self mana regen adjusted to double on yourself. Oh my fucking god. Oh, CMs everywhere. I'm like, oh! They could just, like, they could feel the energy going through. You know when, like, a fucking power up and an enemy's like, oh! Oh! Frostbite. And you get magic resistance? What the fuck is this shit? CM is getting picked so much more now. Holy fuck. And she starts a GPM talent. Like, this fucking hero is already, like, actually pretty decent. Alright, Dark's here. Vacuum now works against invulnerable sleep. Ooh, dude. Alright, Naga Song. Then you work out the math for the perfect vacuum. Got him. And let's see. Vacuum cooldown gets reduced. Okay, this is perfect. Like, this, the Ags is actually useful now. They needed to do this. Like, 100%. I always felt like Vacuum was meant to be the key thing for this hero in fights. But a 60-second cooldown, even into a 30 maxed out, made it, like, donkey dick bad. It was, like, fucking terrible. You didn't even want to touch it. Like, you just, like, pouring petrol on it, fucking set it on fire. That's what, like, honestly, old Ags for Darkseer, you were better off using it as firewood than actually using it as Aghanim Scepter. Oh, man. All right, what else we got? Dark Willow, Bedlam damage increase. No. Don't make this hero better. Like, Dark Willow is one of the most infuriating fucking heroes in the game. There are just certain heroes, they like, when they actually appear, they always feel busted. When Dark Willow's getting picked, it tends to feel busted. Scepter rework. Ooh, Dazzle. Shadow Wave bounce count increased. Ooh. Alright, minion armies income on there, baby. The fucking Lycan Ags buff. Because if it's up to fucking 10 wolves, then I'm going to pick Dazzle. I'm going to take your buildings at 10 minutes. I'd be impressed if you got an Ags at 10 minutes, to be honest. Bounce range by 200, and each bounce dispels the allied. Holy shit, that's actually a real... Dude, Core Dazzle could justify building this. Like, you could go... Like, you want Guardian Greaves, of course, but straight after Guardian Greaves, like, maybe just don't go Necro build. This is actually really fucking strong. Is that strong dispel is what I want to know. But for some reason, it doesn't tell us, so we have to go find that out for ourselves. You'll notice I'm going a little bit fast because I really want to fucking play the patch. But I need to test it. Let's have a look. Of Dazzle.
Scepter. Prepare for battle.
Is it a strong dispel? It doesn't say. Like, that's a really important piece of information. If that's a strong dispel, that shit is powerful. I mean, I doubt it. I doubt highly that it's a strong dispel. It can't be. It would be way too strong. If it's a strong dispel, then Dazzle is like the most broken hero in this patch. Without a doubt. It doesn't matter what else I read here. Unless Ursa, like, can fucking delete you cross-map because he permanently puts Fury Swipes on you, Dazzle becomes the most broken hero if that's a strong dispel. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Base in increased by 3. Limb is unhappy. He's like, where's my DP buffs? Pepe hands. Understandable. Thunder Strike now applies at 0.1 sec. Oh. Dude, Disruptor might actually be useful now. Like, his laning presence is a lot stronger with that because it makes you more effective at trades and can, like, it's a small thing, but it can set up kills. So we're gonna, like, if we quickly we just quickly, I just want to test this quickly because I want to see how long it really feels, because 0.1 seconds isn't long, but it is attack speed as well, so it can screw up your trading. Diddy, dude, don't mess my Diddy. I'll Diddy you up, piece of shit. All right, so we run him across there. Like, is it? Okay, there it is. That's actually not bad. That's like, you don't think it matters much, but what you have to think about is like heroes it screws up. Like how often it can screw you up. Think about heroes you've been screwed by cast points on. I think is the best way I can describe it. Bat Rider, Gyrocopter, Clockwork. Old ones, obviously, because they've all been fucking fixed. They don't have that anymore. Think about those heroes and how annoying it was where you were trying to escape a gank or you were trying to go for a gank or whatever, where you were trying to jump on a kill. And you're just getting like it's like a fucking stutter. But that stutter can screw you. Especially if you put like, imagine a Disruptor and a Grimstroke just ganking your lane. Inkswell and that fucking tiny slow ensures you can't escape. Looks nice actually, yeah. It's like that variable speed is really weird. It really plays your mind. And also, that was only me presenting the movement speed to you. The attack speed element should never be underestimated. Because if you're getting ready to prep an attack and you get 100% attack slow, if you don't reset that attack, you're going to be stuck in the slow animation. So that's interesting to me. All right, Doom. This is what they remember earlier on when I done the patch notes earlier, when I done the items and the creeps. I said this was where it's going to get interesting because a lot of those creeps, the cooldown reductions, etc., the buffs to creeps, the passives, and the actives. If Doom actually has some serious buffs, this shit gets spooky. All right, see you later, Jester. So let's continue. Base damage increased by 3. Not a bad start. Devour max creep level rescaled. Very much needed. Devour's cooldown has been rescaled to 70. Oof. But gold has been rescaled. At the later levels, you're getting double. So that's good. The big thing to look at here that I was talking about is if you're actually a Doom. So there's two ways you can look at this. If you're playing solo lane and you find the Satyr creep with the Unholy Aura, it's kind of like an auto win. That was the way Doom was always like envisioned. I have another take, which is now if you are like dual laning and you find the Ghost creep, you win your lane. With a pure aggression because it's a 25% movement and attack speed slow. People can't trade with you at that stage, especially if I see an armor buff. I don't think there is one, but we'll continue. Digest duration now matches cooldown. Makes sense. It should have done all the while. Scorched Earth duration rescaled. Like, for real, I can see scenarios where I only take 1 point in Devour and try and max out some other shit, or 2 points maybe, because you want that additional regen. The regen is quite nice. Where is Doom? Doom should be... Oh, yeah. The fuck, he's highlighted. Like, it's 5 extra HP regen per level. That is quite a lot. So I feel like I'm not sure if you can skip it. It depends how much pressure you have on your lane. And if you have a healer, like 100% you skip it and you go more aggressive Scorched Earth build. Because like getting up to 16 seconds is really well, it says 16 rather. And then I'm guessing there's a cooldown. No, there isn't, but there's damage and speed. So a slight speed buff and then a actually fairly noticeable damage increase. At level 2, not so much, but level 3 and level 4 most definitely. So Infernal Blade base damage has also been rescaled from 25 to 16, 20, 24, 28. So yeah, I think we might see things switch back towards Scorched Earth builds. My only concern is the cooldown, which I believe is still quite high. You can get it down low. I'm not sure. I feel like it's a hard one to justify. I might be willing to gamble on the likelihood that we start getting Doom supports. That might become a thing again. I think Doom support could be really good because when you like run the Scorched Earth build, 1 point, so you're like level 4, you're gonna have a 1-2-1 build, and you have like the Ghost Slow. That shit's gonna be fucking infuriating. All right, so let's see, rework Scepter, Infernal Blade stun duration. Oh wow, 1.75 seconds. Wow, and it applies break. All right, Doom may actually come back. If we see a resurgence in passives type heroes, like if we see PA continue on uptake, and we see heroes like DK come back in, Doom 100% is on the fucking return. And it's going to be lethal. Very lethal. Alright, let's see. Dragon Knight got some buffs. Now also... Yes! Dragon Knight is a dragon, baby! And a dragon deserves to fly. You're reading that right. That motherfucker is flying over trees, cliffs, and your dead corpses on his way to victory, dude. He's not gonna fucking take the towers. He's gonna fly over the towers. Fuck yeah. And also they changed his... Oh, wow. They changed his GPM talent to cooldown reduction. I think that's fine. Like, there are rough games where you want to take that GPM talent because you're so fucking far behind. But on average, it's like, it just feels too over the top. Like, you've probably got 3, maybe you're in a fort fight and more close by the time you get your GPM talent. You're like, well, this helps a little bit, but I'd really rather have a fucking someone else. But cooldown reduction is really good, especially for a hero that's so reliant on his ultimate being available. Also, I would point out how busted that potentially is with Dragon Tail. So, in case you're wondering why, 3.25 seconds stun isn't that long, right? And 9 seconds, like, Pigeon, you're over fucking reacting. You almost get 2 seconds shedded off. Right, so we'd have to be around, 7 seconds for that to be a problem? Oh, well, I can just add another 2 seconds there and bring us up to 5.25 seconds. That doesn't give you a big fucking window of freedom in a fight against Dragon Tail. You know what? I'm going to say it. You build a fucking Octarine Core on this baby. You build an Octarine Core, you have permanent uptime on your Elder Dragon form, and you can perma-stun people at 25 with the Dragon Tail. I'll just leave my fucking trolly nature here because I just introduced you to pure raids. I just introduced you to insta-death, but slow death. It's insta in that there's nothing you can do about it, is imminent. It's not quick. It's slow and fucking painful on permanent stuns. It's like when I told you guys to build Octarine Core and Wind Ranger, take the Shackle Shot talents and get the cooldown reduction at 25. You thought I was fucking memeing, and then you're like, hold on a second. Let me do the maths on that. Now, the maths do come out equal to I can't fucking move because I'm permanently shackled my teammate. That is the kind of effect you can get with DK. Wow. Also, I believe there's 1 or 2 neutral items that let you get cooldown reduction. So, I'll just let you guys theorize on that because I don't want to be part of it. All right, Drow Ranger, ability rework. Agility has been reduced, but base damage is unchanged. Thank God. I was about to say, if they reduce their fucking... Like, if they reduce their base damage, I was just going to drag Drow Ranger's picture from this game and throw it in a fucking recycling bin. Frost Arrow now does 5, 10, 15, 20... Okay, that is interesting to me. That is really fucking interesting. Because, you know, what I really felt the game needed was more Drows not maxing out their Gust. Alright. No longer last 7 seconds on creeps. I mean, who cares? The creeps are going to be fucking dead with plus 20 damage on each arrow. I am now Clinked. Only I give fucking attack speed to everyone. Man, imagine this hero and Clink's in a team. Bam! We're back in 2050. Alright, Gust, max, knockback distance have increased. Replace precision aura with multi-shot. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I spoke too soon. They changed it. We're Medusa now. Channels for up to 1.75 seconds. During that time, it releases a flurry of arrows in continuous salvos. Releases 12 arrows over 3 waves. Arrows deal... What the fuck is this hero? Your base damage of fly frost arrow. Travel distance is twice your attack range, and I don't know what the fuck. Alright. Yeah, sorry. Frost arrows isn't being maxed out. Actually, no, it's fine, because you're just going to ignore Gust. You get like 1 point maximum because it's a 450 knockback distance, and then you just max out the other fucking 2. Why? Why was this needed, Frog? Why? Marksmanship no longer instantly kills creeps. Okay, thank God, because if they kept that in, I was literally going to probably have to uninstall the game and start playing League of Legends. Marksmanship proc damage is now 40, 50, 60 bonus. Still pretty good. Well, by the way, just think about, like, you guys are like, oh man, Draft was really shit for clearing camps now. Just imagine a stack and multi-shot, and I'll leave you your thought process for a few seconds before you want to pour petrol in your fucking brain and set it on fire. Don't worry, Cinderbrew is pretty strong. That can help you out these days. Marchment now also provides bonus agility to you and near... It feels like we're going in fucking circles here. But now it's an aura for you and nearby ranged heroes. But they only get agility, so it's not that great. It's not attack speed. Well, outright, it's like fucking discount man's attack speed. It's the agility. All right, 20 talent has been changed from 25 evasion to 35% multi-shot, dude. They're turning her into a fucking ion cannon of doom. That's what they're doing with this shit. And then 25 is from precision aura damage to 15% marksman. Dude, they are changing this hero into a giant fucking GDI ion cannon aimed at the Temple of Nod. That is what is happening right now with Drow. Holy shit. Expect some ridiculous, over-the-top, stupid build. Imagine, right, like... I'm just gonna... I have to present this to you. Exhibit A. Imagine you are a Drow. Oh, life is wonderful. I got a rework. I'm pretty strong. And I built a Divine Rapier. Now, we used to think of Sniper with his Ags and his Assassinate for the DR, right? That felt pretty fucking strong. But imagine, just for a moment, just for a fucking moment, that you're a Drow with this. Not bad. Not as big as... no, you're not really making my point, you fucking idiot.
So be it.
You're going to be a dick about this, aren't you? Alright, maybe this is actually balanced. I was expecting this to go another way completely.
Silence.
Oh, wait, I shouldn't have built the Ags. I don't need the Ags. Maybe that was the problem. Nope. Alright.
It's not time yet.
It's balanced. Sort of. I mean, it's really not fully, but reasonably.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be really fucking good for farming the shit out of everything.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
Get out of my way. No, it's actually balanced. The reason it's balanced is because I can't, like, crit. So I can build a Daedalus and a shit. So I can build all the Dade eyes in the world. All the Dad eyes. And then...
Mega kill.
Don't be deceived, that was me right-clicking him.
The lanes are lined.
Because it's base damage. Alright, so this is totally balanced. You're still with Rapier only. Dude, I just built a bunch of Daedaluses. It's still shit. It's still bad. Yeah, I've got loads more backpack slots now. Eat my dick.
My sentiments as well.
No. Divine Rapier doesn't increase base damage. Right? I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Like, if anything...
Butterfly.
That was more damage, right? I think that was more damage. I'm pretty sure it was, because it's base damage. Yeah. So that's balanced.
My quiver and bow are
That's actually pretty balanced. That's fine. Wait a fucking minute. I was too close to them, right? So I got my agi removed.
here.
So if you really want max damage, you do build the butterflies.
Butterfly.
And then we get our motherfucking enemies.
battle.
I'm gonna be back here. Oh. That's a lot stronger, boys and girls. It's still not like broken. There isn't a broken build for this. Actually, there might be, but it's like it's what I like to call the Meepo counter, dude. It's you can already see what it is. Like in theory, you could fuck Meepos up with this shit. All right, so let's get them.
Agreed.
Let's get the boys back in town. Like this. Nope. Okay, it's balanced. It's actually it's full on balanced. But yeah, it's balanced. Okay, so no problem. It's not that great. It's going to be mainly for farming. Dude, if anything, this multi-shot is weird because it feels like something you expect out of League of Legends. It feels like one of these poke type abilities, right? I'm worried a little bit it's going to feel out of place in Dota, I want to say. But we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be mainly used for farming. Is where it could be decent. I don't know. I think you max it out strictly for farming capabilities over Gust. Like, Gust is not desirable in comparison. So you're probably looking at Frost Arrow is main priority, multi-shot secondary priority, and obviously marksmanship whenever you can take it. But all in all, balanced. That's fine. Alright. This multi-shot damage could be slightly interesting, but yeah, all in all, it's fine. Earth Spirit base int has been increased. More rolling, yay. Level 10 talent has been changed from int to rolling boulder distance. I'm not sure about that. I feel like this hero kind of needed the int. I mean, it's why they gave him base int increase, but it's not int on level, right? So you're still really just losing out on 8 int by 10. And the alternative talent has been increased to 50. I mean, like, this is the weird thing. Like, it's good that you buff this, but, like, this change is just weird. I don't know if I'd say, but, like, I play a reasonable amount of Earth Spirit. I'm not, like, I'm fanatically obsessed with the hero like someone like Jarex would be, right? Obviously nowhere near as good. So I'd love to ask someone like him about it. It seems like on paper you think it's good, but you actually have decent distance on rolling boulder. It's maybe useful for evasive shenanigans, but like for getting in and killing people, you probably already have the distance you need. And that in at that point in the game might feel 10 times more useful. But in fairness, with the courier commitments, with the jungle items, mangoes, all this kind of shit, you probably don't care that much about being missing mana. You should be fine. Everything else is pretty standard. Shaker! Scepter leap duration increased from 0.75 to 1 seconds. That's fine. I think that kind of needed to happen. Like, you get into a stage where you just don't want to blink on this hero, and now you can understand why you need blink. Because 1 second to reach there is a lot of time for your opponents to be alerted, more than enough time to use a BKB, more than enough time to blink out, more than enough time to even stun you in return. And also, the leap will now be interrupted if you're stunned or rooted. Yeah, that's fine. I expected this. Chant Term does, however, now provide 75 attack range. That's nice. I'm going to keep maxing out in Chant Term on the lane. I mean, it's not bad, actually. Like, it really isn't bad. Because it means that if you miss the stun, you can still hit them straight afterwards in Chant Term. And Echo Slam damage has been increased, as expected. Only the base damage, though, is still pretty weak compared to old Echo Slam. But you can still make it work in certain scenarios. ET, what we got here? Earth Split now deals damage through spell immunity as expected with the changes. Scepter has been reworked. Now grants you with spell immunity. Oh yeah, it does make sense. I was like reading it first, like that doesn't make sense. Now grants you with spell immunity when the Astral Spirit returns to you based on the number of heroes hit. 2 seconds per hero. I still don't know if like Ags is. I just can't envision Ags as like something you maybe pick up, other than like from Roche. Maybe I can see some niche usages. But I feel like usually you're playing like ETs a 4 or 5, and it just feels like there's so many other items you'd rather have. Whether it's Yules for setting yourself up, or maybe you're looking at just like aura building for your team, like Vlad's, and maybe you're looking at Crimson Cigars and Pipes and 4 stars, right? So Ember, level 10 talent increased on the Flame Guard absorption. They really want people to take that, but I'm not going to. So, I mean, like what? Like think about the alternative here. Damage, Flame Guard Absorption. Damage, Flame Guard Absorption. One guards me against later game, and actually is a lot of damage for a level 10 talent, this type of hero. The other is more Flame Guard Absorption. A good Ember player can calculate the amount of like damage he can absorb, and when he should activate his Flame Guard usually. So I don't see that talent being popular. Level 20, change from True Strike to Sleight of Good, that's good. I feel like True Strike was just really finicky and awkward, and just dog shit unless you had like a PA in your game or something. And 25, they've reduced the Remnant charge time to 16. Minus 16. That's fine. It was way too spammy at 25, especially with the introduction ag, so I expected like a dial back on this hero. They didn't kill this hero hard because, in fairness, like the meta was already killing him. His win rate in Pro in the last like 2 months has just been on a steady decline. So I'm fine that they like dabble with the talents a little bit. In some cases make them better, some worse. They understood that this hero was on his way out. Enchantress. All right, here we go. This is where, dude, this is where Lizard instantly scrolled down to, and he fucking jizzed his pants. Here we go. Impetus is now basic ability. Did you notice that silence? That's because everyone's dead, with magical deer spears sticking out of them. There was no one left to scream. Impetus no longer pierces spell immunity. As expected, it is no longer a fucking ultimate. By the way, I should point out, yeah, it does have the cooldown thing. The mana cost, I think, is down on what it used to be, slightly. But this is strong. Really fucking strong. If it's pure damage as well, this is insanely strong for a regular ability. Enchant cooldown from... Ooh. Okay, so they're not improving enchant anymore. They're doing it 20. But creep duration has been increased, as you'd expect, because otherwise it's just a shit ability. And you can get up 120 total, which is nice. Enchant can now control only 1 unit. Ooh, that's enough. Ouch. Enchant can no longer target an already enchanted. Ooh. No more countering those fucking... Dude, you can tell how badly they want Helm of the Dominator to be back in the meta. When you read that kind of shit, you're like, this is full on, like, Helm of the Dominator is on the return. Enchant upgrades creeps, though. Doesn't this mean, like, a Helm of Dominator user can still take my creep, then? Which means the Enchantress is bad for this? I hope not. Because if so, then Enchantress is just dog shit for, like, the enchant element. Although your creep does get extra damage, which is pretty fucking strong. I think Eng support might be back. Untouchable is now an ultimate ability. Reduces attacks. Dude, they root there, yeah. And Enchantress is no longer an offlaner. I'm not with that. You can't be anymore. That's... Waiting until level 6 for that shit is too much. Untouchable is really untouchable, though. Yeah, but, like, is it, though? Compared to what it was?
This one's afternoon is
For realsies? I don't know if I'd say it's worth... I don't think it's worth it to change, like, for having that change into an ultimate. I think Enchantress now has to, like, be played as a support or not at all. Maybe in mid. Maybe. I think she could function as a mid due to the harass, but otherwise she should be a support. Untouchable now pierces spell immunity. That's really good, though. Scepter has been reworked. Grants Roy. Moving you backwards 400 units. Dude, I gotta try it. Okay, that just sounds fucking amazing. Come on, I need to try this shit right now. Come on.
light of foot, light of heart.
Please, show me the way, master. Please.
Skipping grace. Scepter.
Prepare for battle.
Dude, the real challenge is doing this.
It's a hot
And you're like,
strategy.
oh, they almost got me. What? They can get me. Dude, actually, do you want to know what the ultra play is? I'll educate you, children. I think you already see how this fucking one is going. Alright, so. This is fucking stupid shit.
Yes.
What you do is this. Oh, that's gonna be so strong. That is actually gonna be so fucking strong. Dude, you can fucking fire it on the backswing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Watch,
Thanks
ready?
and have fun.
Seriously?
Attack.
Like, if you click it on the right timing, you shoot mid fucking air. You genuinely get extra value.
Not yet.
I need to work this out. If the damage is what point are they calculating the damage? So we want 2. Go on
Okay.
Discord, I want to re. You want to fucking re, dude? This is just re away. It's already done. You can't change it. This is a fucking force of nature. Alright, so there's that. It's almost double the damage.
Here I come.
It's almost double the damage. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so fucking broken. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it's based on where you are when it hits. So,
Horns out.
no. Okay, but watch this, guys. If you fucking time it right, if you just fucking time it right. Oh no, I mistimed it again because I'm a fucking pleb. What's that? If you fucking time it right. Oh, is it not working, dude? It definitely worked on one of those, right? We've definitely done more damage if we get the timing right. Oh wait, what? I ran out. Did I run out? I must have ran out.
Neither fair nor foul.
All right, let's see if we can get this right.
Foraging.
What the fuck? Oh, dude, fucking fingers in the wrong place.
Sproink.
But there's that much damage, and then it's definitely doing a little bit more, right?
Killing spree is
Maybe not.
Let's race.
No, I don't think it does. However, like the hurricane pike does
dominating
work.
performance.
The hurricane pike 100% works.
Mega kill. Impossible kill.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Gambling on.
Someone fucking clip it and send it to Liz. He's gonna be over the moon when he finds out. He must already have known. He must have figured it out. There's no way he wouldn't have noticed his baby working.
I'll trample you.
Oh, sec. For those. It's just so fucking broken. It's so fucking broken. It's so fucking broken. Alright, oh sec. I'm gonna grab the clip. You're clipping? Give me the clip afterwards. I'm gonna fucking tweet out about this. It's so fucking broken. I mean, it's 400 extra units. Just like that. Like, no way fucking stopping that shit. I mean, you can BKB now, but it's still pretty broken. Midnight Pulse damage has been changed from pure to magical. Rip Nigma. Organization at the wrong time, bitches. Ooh. Alright. So nothing too big there. Actually, Eidolon attack range is pretty nice at 10. Face Void. Time lock stun duration reduced. Thank fuck. Have they fixed the other elements? No, they've left it as magic. Oh, wait. I thought they were going to change it from magic damage to haven't. One of the big problems with Void and why he's been so busted in the last patch is that you have no counter to him on the lane. In that, if you build physical damage reduction or block, that's great for his right clicks, but the time lock damage is magical. It's a thing a lot of people didn't actually realize. It's like, they thought it was just another attack or some shit. It's not, it's magical damage. So if you then build against the magical damage aspect, you still have to deal with the physical damage aspect. Like, the problem with Faceless Void is he counters you on both fronts, and that is really awkward to deal with. The only way you maybe deal with it is just building braces and shit, which only works to a certain degree, and you will eventually, like, fail to scale against him. Chrono has had an increase in cooldown. No surprise there. Oh, they've got rid of Chrono. We'll get around to Scepter in a sec. Yeah, Time Walk cast talent reduced. Time Walk now deals damage through spell immunity, as, like, expected. Enchantress for Liz. Yes, thank you. I will send this to him. What the fuck? Oh, dude. Fucking fingers in the wrong place. Oh, it's so good! It's... Yup, that's the one. Alright, one sec. Let me just go ahead and get that tweet and give it to Liz. He will be ecstatic with this news. Finally a way that Liz can get back into the top 200. Say it isn't so. Tweet to Liz. Oh, I just fucking... I DM'd him. here instead of atting him in it. All right, let's have a look. Scepter has been reworked. Now applies a time lock proc on units at the destination of the time walk. What? What? How long does it last? It's not pierce spell on me, but how long does this last? Dude, time walk's gonna be nuts. Reworked how time dilation works. Thank you. Causes spells to progress their cooldown more slowly while under this effect. This affects the cooldown progression rate, unlike before where it fixed the duration. This is fucking huge. This had to happen. This is one of the biggest things I bitched about non-stop because it's just busted as all fuck. So now, say for example, you're 1 second away from having something off cooldown, you won't be fucked with an extra 6 seconds or whatever on the cooldown. Now it's like, that's gonna take 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds to get off cooldown. Much better, much more fucking reasonable. Because before it was just completely bonkers. All right. I want to test this Ags quickly. Because this Ags, I need to know how long it lasts. Because it sounds like it could actually be very fucking busted.
Prepare for battle.
Get the fuck away from me. Alright, so we've got all our talents because we're level 30 and we're OP. The big one to look at here is the time walk cooldown, which I think people might start taking over the time lock damage with the Ags attention. It fucking hits them? No. Dude. Alright, you kind of want the time lock damage. Well, we got it anyway, but... Dude, this shit is so fucking... Like here's the other big thing. It sets you up for that. 100%. Like, someone can't react or do anything when you do that. Like, oh yeah, if they're already BKB, then you can't do it, right? But if they're not, they're fucked. That shit's actually spooky. Real spooky.
Road to oblivion.
It's pretty bonkers. It's not like out of this world bonkers, but it's like, it's an interesting Ags change. Now he has to be careful with his chronos, because obviously you don't get that cooldown reduction, right? But his in-between factors have been buffed. So he can be relevant better without the chrono with that Ags. Late game, it's not going to be as good as the chrono cooldown. I don't think it's better than the chrono cooldown at all once you're past like 35, 40 minutes. But earlier than that, it's pretty fucking strong. Let's have a look here. So, Phantom Embrace, rend damage has been increased. Nice. Ink Spell cast range has been increased. Yeah, some buffs. Grimstroke needed a little summon. Gyro, Scepter now prioritizes the furthest unit away in its range. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. So that's actually, like, that's kind of a nerf in some degrees. The reason being that if it's prioritizing your furthest away target, that means you can't easily chase down Rocket Barrage. So, like, it won't matter in the grand scheme later on in the game, but there's an awkward threshold where you're still heavily reliant on the magical damage and you've got your Ags. It's a definite nerf. So, like, that's the point in the game where you're most vulnerable. It also means that smart teammates can manipulate you now. Because your Ags, when you're chasing, they can stay just out of range of your Rocket Barrage and bait your Scepter attacks away so their teammate can actually escape your kill. That's pretty strong. Against you. Huskar, bonus speeds now cost 4% of current health instead of a fixed 15. Ooh. That's going to be interesting, actually. It's quite unique when, like... It's quite funky to watch those type of changes. When you make it based on current HP, it really flips the hero up. This means it should be harder to kill yourself. Like, because there are situations where you can put yourself way too low. I think this hurts his laning potential early on, though. Because the thing is, they haven't buffed Burn Spears at all, and the thing you have to keep in mind is, if you ever face a Huskar, the way you have to consider him on the lane is every time he hits you, he's trading HP already to do it. So if you hit him back, you're kind of better off. So if you can get him down, like if he's down to half HP, which he'll do quickly by burning his HP like this, he becomes easily very killable very fast. Especially level 1. Like, Huskar has to be played mid now. I think if you put Huskar on the out lanes, he just dies at level 1 twice. Probably. Because, like, you can't burn a spear. You'll kill yourself. You'll just kill yourself because you won't even have the upsides until level 2. And a lot of the time, like, the out lanes are a race to level 2 compared to the mids that race to level 3. But, like, with this type of hero and the way that you're functioning in that level 1 environment, you are basically destroying your own capabilities early on. And if the opponent is aware of that, and like you're up against a smart player in a dual lane on dual lane scenario, as long as they don't have the weakest heroes imaginable, they can just punish you instantly and kill you once you're down to like 50% HP and only level 1. Hey Flick, what's up, dude? Alright, Life Break slow duration has been reduced as well. Life Break now deals damage through spell immunity. As expected, no wonder, you know, that's why they tweaked it here. Scepter has been reworked. Life Break now taunts the enemy for 2.5 seconds. That's actually interesting. that might give him a little bit more relevance as the game goes on. Because there was kind of always a point where Huskar fell off, especially if he didn't get his hands on Roche. But now you're like a mini axe. So I could see that actually being useful. Alright, let's have a look. Invoke cooldown reduction. Invoke cooldown reduced by 0.3 for each orb level. Interesting. And invoke base cooldown increased from 6 to 7. Huh. That's kind of interesting, actually. Like, super late, that's going to be better. Early on, not so much. But, like, early on, you don't want to be spamming too many spells. The nature of Invoker is, like, early on, it's all about mana budgeting because all your spells are super expensive. So this is kind of, like, it doesn't hurt him too much in the early. This is definitely going to be a buff as the game goes on. But of course, here's the thing. Invoke no longer benefits from Scepter. Scepter now adds Cataclysm to Sunstrike. Sunstrike is being Cataclysm being replaced. Yes, Tornado cooldown. All right, this is interesting, actually. Ags is going to be less crucial. This is actually going to free up Invoker's builds more. It's going to be interesting to see the way Invokers want to build. Because while Cataclysm is a very nice spell, there will only be select games where you would choose to rush an Ags instead of, like, the alternative. See, the thing is, like, Cataclysm is usually level 20, right? So we haven't actually had much in the way of ways of weighing up how good or bad it is early on. In theory, it should be fucking ultra OP if you have lockdown. I'm just not sure if it's worth rushing the Ags. I think I could see more Invokers doing, like, Spirit Vessel into Yule's BKB and then maybe Ags afterwards. And you get a similar time into your level 20 Cataclysm situation. Oh, Midas as well. Yeah, he's kind of got a built-in Ags. It's going to be weird to watch. I really want to see what the way Invokers feel about this. Like, actually, I'm going to ask Gareth quickly. Oh, where is Gary? I don't know if he's read the changes. Message Gareth. We'll see if he gets back to me on that, and we'll continue that thought process. Because I think, like, there is potential here where if you get a Sept on a really good timing, it's fucking nuts. The Cataclysm. But Cataclysm's got a very large cooldown is the problem. Oh. Base armor increased by 2. Tether now slows enemies by 8.6. Okay, yep. Nice. Slows. I like it. Overcharge cooldown reduced from 18 to 16. So some buffs actually coming in. Pretty nice. Now provides max HP regen on the overcharge instead of damage reduction. Still provides attack speed. This is pretty interesting. Maybe not as, like, amazing early on. Actually, no, I think it's, like, equal because damage reduction versus max HP regen early on is fairly similar. Not crazy. Like, damage reduction definitely better. But it's not as big a deal as if it was like, oh yeah, just like a fucking hard regen number versus that. So yeah, this is definitely IO buffs. And okay, no, this is not. He lost his GPM talent. That's really bad. Actually, no, he's got a 15. Okay, so it's still bad. Because the thing is, like, 90 GPM on a level 10 talent is nuts. Sure, you got up to 120, but now you have to reach level 15. So unless you're greedily allowing an IO to get XP, which you shouldn't, because an IO should in theory be with his core most of the time, if not all the time, it's going to be a finicky one. Also, losing spirit, supplying slow. This is kind of nerfs, actually. It's going to be interesting to see how these affect, but on the talent side of things, this is a definite nerf for IO. There might be some more use around the max HP regen with things like Huskar I could see, but that's about it. Jakiro got more strength gain. Holy fuck, dude. Somewhere out there, Fado is smiling. He's like, fuck yeah. I love this hero already, and now you're gonna make sure I can win the next major with it. Oh dear. Juggernaut talents. Blade Fury movement speed increased. No surprise, no one's really taking it. Blade Fury DPS increased as well. They're really trying to give the option to be this, like, magical damage Juggernaut. I don't think it's good enough though. I think the problem is, like, the scaling points. Maybe if these two were the other way around, but then that would probably be broken to get like an extra 130 DPS on Blade Fury at 15. Feels like it'd be too strong. No, Jakiro is nowhere near top 5 strength gains at 3. There are a lot of heroes that have much higher. Centaur, I believe, is still the highest with 4.6. Wait. Oh, fucking yes! 4.6. I was right. Dude, I know my heroes. And then Tiny is obviously up there with 4.1. Pudge, 4. And you can keep going on like this. 3.7 on Phoenix. Legion is 3.3 on the low. Kunkka has pretty high, 3.8. DK, 3.6. Chaos Knight, he's only 3.4. I thought it was a little bit higher. There's plenty of them that are higher. Do you mean in heroes or something? How much on Trent? Trent's actually not that big. Actually, yeah, he's 4.1. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like several months ago, I think they went through like a series of patches where he got small strength buffs. I think at one point it was like 3.4 or some shit. But I think his agi was never higher. The problem is hero is always int though. Like he's fucking 1.8 on int. I feel so bad. No, if this is below 4, it's not high. There are a lot of heroes around the 4 mark. So, Cole. Blinding Light mana cost has been increased, and that is not a surprise. Cast range has also been reduced. This needed to happen. This thing was busted. Will-O-Wisp's cast range has also been reduced for good fucking reason. The hero gets a cast range talent, which has been nerfed. Of course, it had... Like, 350 was way too much. 250 is reasonable. This hero is still going to be fine. Like, the issue of Will-O-Wisp still resides that unless you have BKBs, you don't really have an easy way of getting rid of them. If you pick Juggernaut, it's like, you just spin and get rid of it. It's like, yeah, you just use the whole Blade Fury to get rid of the Will-O-Wisp. I think Cole still may be okay, or like from a Will-O-Wisp perspective and team fight. I just think he's not going to get picked much because of this. Like, the nerfs around Blinding Light have hurt him a lot there. The reason this hero felt busted is because of how strong Blinding Light was on the lane. Ow, Kunkka. Oh, my boy, Scepter reworks. Let's fucking go, Kunkka. X marks cooldown. Oh, cooldown increased, dude. Well, that's not a surprise. Had to happen. This hurts Kunkka support a little bit more. But then again, like, Kunkka support, dude, we're not League of Legends. We're fucking Dota, alright? When you commit an ability, you do it for a reason. So having a high cooldown isn't the end of the world. It's not like, I need to poke every fucking time. So having X on this cooldown difference isn't bad. Like, use X to set up kills. And it's quite easy to do so with a repositional play. Like, they run away, you drag them back into a mess. You set them up for other stunts. It's good. You can still work this hero as a support and obviously as a core. Ghost Ship cooldown increased. That is no surprise to me. Like, wave clearing capabilities alone, when you max that out, is just stupid. So 6 seconds is a bit more reasonable. And there's the damage reduction. Thank you. Thank you. It had to happen. 50% damage reduction is fucking nuts. 40%, a bit more reasonable. Uh-oh. Scepter provides the torrent storm ability. Active causes a visible torrent to spawn every 0.25.
Admiral of the fleet. The time.
I'm playing the fucking shit out of Kunkka support.
Kunkka is my name.
You can do it on a core, but you just build fucking Urn, get Ags, and then goes back for Spirit Vessel on this hero. And it's going to be fucking bonkers. Guarantee you.
A scepter to rule the rolling seas.
Where is it? Oh, dude. Alright, interesting discovery. If you do not level Torrent, your Torrent Storm does not work. Remember that, chat. That's why those dicks that for some reason didn't level it.
Set my jib.
Oh. It moves with you. Oh my fucking god. Dude, do you know what this does to this hero? Like, the level of level of fucking positional play you can actually now apply to yourself. Like, you have to really think about your positioning because obviously it's alternating quadrants. So you have to, like, make these awkward moves. Dude,
Of course.
if I am not mistaken, let's see where this starts. Like, I need to learn this. So, it starts... Wait, does it always start on the same side? I think it always starts on the right, yeah. Like, I think it always starts on the right. Let's test another one to find out for sure. Sort of. Does it start on this part of the hero? Let's test this. Let's just start here. No, it always favors top right, I think. So, in theory... Oh, say no, it's not random though, dude. It's, if you actually read the ability, it's based on quadrants. Is this start random though? Like, I don't think it's fully random on where it starts. No, it's not. But it's alternating quadrants. The start is definitely random. The start is always top right. I'm telling you. Every single one has been top right so far. It's like, you can actually somewhat predict it within reason. Watch. Okay, now it's not, but it's always top right start. Like, it says alternating quadrants. That was not an alternating quadrant, you nincompoop. That is. No, it started over there. Okay. The start is not rando. Wait. No, there it is again. It's there, right? It's not random start. I agree the rest, but the start is always this quadrant. So, like, the way I was going to talk about anyway was, like, if you have phase boost drums or whatever, and you just kind of fucking run around, like, in theory, you can kind of centralize to a certain degree, maybe. Like, we get, like, you see the overlap we're getting a little bit there? If we try running around the other way. I'm trying to find a way to exploit it, because the thing is, if you can actually exploit it, you can set up the initial stun and then run around after the person to, like, continue to control them up. Actually, if, like, you get a reasonable amount usually situated close to you. But, like, this is actually fucking broken. Definitely random start point. Dude, it's always top right quadrant. I'm not going to say this to you again, because I've literally, every single run of this spell has been top right quadrant. Random in that quadrant, yes, but top right. See? Always top right quadrant. Are you still disagreeing with this? There. That one. For you, it's different. There. Okay, then what that basically means is it's based on game. So after so basically, as soon as you get nags, you should be testing the Torrent Storm straight away, because then you'll know where your torrent always starts. That's interesting. What? It's not for you, dude. How many times have I used Torrent Storm now? They are always in the top right quadrant. Always. Top left right now? Where? Let's watch. That one was skirting it a little, but that's still the fucking quadrant.
As you wish.
There again. It's always top right quadrant.
Blood in the water.
Barely, but still top right quadrant. Unless it's starting off screen where I can't see it at all, which is possible. Dude, it's fucking daytime now. I've been doing this so long. It's top right. It's top right every time. I've done it like 15 plus times now, and I'm pretty, like, unless I didn't actually quite catch one because I was always looking right first. Oh! Which one went first? I saw something up here, but I don't know if it was left or right. That one might have been. I'm not sure though. That one was definitely there. That one was there. There is either a consistency across the board, or it is like a fucking heavy percentile. There we go. That was the one that done more or less. It was either here, maybe it was over, or it was definitely here. It feels like it's like either all or 95% of these are top right quadrant. There you go again. Like 100. I'm not like, I figure still 100% because I didn't quite catch where exactly this was in relation to me because it's fucking nighttime on this map now. But these are practically all top right quadrant. For me, it's top left quadrant heavy. All right, this is based on per game then. All right, there's one way to test this for sure. If I close and then reopen. Dude, imagine if they've done some like weird fucking Rust penis length thing. And it's like, it's per user is different.
A scepter to rule.
That would be so fucking trolly.
For battle.
Set my jib.
Top right. They're going to continue to be top right. There? Yeah, there. Top right. top right. This is... You want to play Radiant or Die with Kunkka? Like, technically you want to play Radiant with Kunkka. If it's always top right, in theory, the most logical place you want to be is on the bottom left, right? In theory, like from a lane start. Oh! Which one was that? I think it was that one. Like, so it's still top right. Well, I thought I saw something down here, but there was never one in rock. So... They're always top right.
As you wish.
They are always top right. Alright, guys. What the fuck? They're always top right. I'm gonna tweet this.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Torrent Storm, right? Is what it's called. It's gonna be interesting. I'll tweet that out. We'll see if anyone responds. Out of 20 tries, you have one that is top left. So it's extremely top right heavy then. So that gives you some manipulation. Like, it's not that easy to set up. But like the thing that I would actually look at this as, even bigger deal, is this is a super powerful chaos spell. So I usually have talked about this a lot in the past when thinking of things like Phoenix and Trin. Anything that introduces pure anarchy, essentially, into the fight is fucking over the top. Because, like, there is only so much even a pro player can handle and process and deal with at once. If there are torrents shooting up all over the fight, it screws your ability to actually approach the fight in an organized manner without magic immunity. So, this Ags could, in fact, be incredibly powerful. It is incredibly mana expensive, though. What you know about the general things of the patch so far? I'll put up a video, the whole like video, because I think there's gonna be like 3 hours of patch analysis in total here. But this is bonkers. Like, this is probably one of the most big steps that Dota has taken in the last few years in terms of patch. It definitely feels that way. There's definitely big power spikes. It feels like in a lot of ways they're trying to rapidly increase the speed at which games wrap up. And they're also trying to minimize the like difference in capability to pop off and actually have items and gold intake and XP intake between the 1 to 5 rolls, which is nice. I like that. Makes the game fun for everyone. Legion, this probably won't be enough to justify. Like, the alternative is, was it the attack speed? Attack speed's 10, I think, for Legion. I think 15's movement. No, it's attack speed 15. Yeah, you're definitely going to take the attack speed over the overall odds damage. The only time you take overall odds damage is if you're playing like Meepo. That's the only situation. Talent level 20, change from evasion to 400 health. That's nice. I mean, sure. It means you can't nuke down the Shrek easily anymore. This hero is still going to be just as busted with things like Omni Knight. Lich. Scepter has been reworked. Sinister Gaze now... Dude, they can't take him away from it, can they? You now drain a percentage of the target's current mana with Sinister Gaze. Alright, that's pretty bonkers. Dude, that's going to be so effective on the lane. Actually, no. Because 10, 15, there's no base amount, so it's only a percentage. So it's just a benefit on top. But later on, that's actually like... He actually might be like a hot... Let me check the cooldown. I was about to say something. I want to definitely confirm this based on cooldown. So you won't get too often a fight, but actually Lich could be really effective against Medusa. That's where I was going to go with it. Especially with the rest of this. Let's read in. So Chain Frost damage has been increased per bounce. Scepter has been reworked. Sinister Gaze is now a 400 AoE target. Whoa. Alright, that's pretty powerful. And now you can level 25 talent because obviously they changed the Scepter. They've moved it from being the attack supply movement slow and attack slow because no one's building right click Lich into unlimited bounces. I think like Lich is going to be fairly decent against Medusa. Like, if you see a Medusa in your game and you just want to destroy her game, you pick Lich and Nyx. Because the like beautiful overlap there is you mana burn and Sinister Gaze, half of her mana is already gone. Then you are already Sinister Gazing her, which sets up the stun for Nyx, and you've burned like 60-70% of her mana. It's actually fucking bonkers. That's really strong. Yeah, that's true. He was suffering about... Well, you say, here's the thing, guys. You're going to say that he's suffering without his ability to like sustain mana, but now he has his own choreo. Every hero has their own choreo. So all these arguments about sustainment of mana, for example, are not completely nullified, but mostly nullified. Because you can bring out clarities, you can bring out mangoes, you can keep sustaining yourself in the lane. I can't stress this enough. The changes around Dota are meant to like completely obliterate more or less these stupid like deny to tower moments, which will still occur to some extent, and the likes, because it used to be before you deny yourself to a tower, or you felt like you can do anything on lane because, you know, you ran out of regen, and then you would try and deny yourself to creeps, tower, whatever, or you just run back to base, right? And that slowed down the game or create awkward moments in the game. Now, like, if your choices are bring out a salve to just get your HP back and you're ready to fight, or deny yourself to a tower and be dead for 20 seconds, which is quicker, it's probably going to be the core area. And that way you don't have to expend your TP either. Alright, Lifestealer. Are we getting there? Are we almost there? Oh, dude, we got something left. I'm sorry, those that want gameplay. I think we will have this wrapped up within the next hour max. So let's go. We got distracted by a few. It's lifesteal strength gain reduced, no surprise. Base attack time has been improved though. And attack speed improved. Alright, this is interesting. Base damage has been reduced though. I was about to say they were trying to get him involved earlier on in the lane in fights without a phase boost first needed. But this ensures he needs phase boots to be good. Armor has been increased. Rage no longer increases attack speed. Good. Rage now provides movement speed. Okay, so we just made Radiance even better. Open Wounds lifesteal reduced from 50 to 35%. Ouch. Open Wounds was really good because it worked with magical damage as well. Feast no longer deals... Wait, now what's that? Passively provides attack speed. No longer deals damage based on the target's max health. Now provides lifesteal based on the target's max health. Oh, that's weird. So if I'm not mistaken, this means that you don't deal damage percentage based of their health, but you heal that damage. So you're basically like, you're conjuring health up out of nowhere, more or less, right? That's what that has just said. Think about it. Think about it. You thinking about it? Did you realize it? Like, because you're not taking the health away, but you're just magically getting the health because of them. It's really weird. Like, that's definitely, yeah, it's definitely not 4% of their health, right? Oopsie. Like, he's got 2,400. Hit him once. Definitely not. Yeah, you're just creating health, dude. You're just fucking, like, Lifestealer is now a health manufacturing factory. Just fucking churns it out for himself. Dude, he's like sampled his own product and he just can't stop now. That is really weird. Really fucking weird. It's like, if you think about Dota on a, like an alchemy level, right? Like equivocal exchange. You know, you convert mana to do damage. You convert mana to do stuns, right? You lifesteal equal percentage of the damage you do and all these type of things. And then you've got like this just... Let me just pull out a fucking calculator. Oh, I'm going to have to tax you for that health, but don't worry, you can just pay it back at the end of the year, not now. It feels really out of place in the lifesteal department, at least. But okay. Infest now automatically takes control over the target when it is allowed. Infest heroes have... What? You can accidentally give control of your hero away. No, I'm just thinking bugs. I think there's going to be, like, there must be a bug that allows that. It says it automatically takes control of the target when it is allowed. What does that mean? When it is allowed? What does that mean? It sounds like it's talking about a hero, right? Especially when you then read infested heroes have, and this is part of the same bullet point, dude. I think you're able to take control of your fucking teammate's hero. What? Why is it like this shouldn't be part of the same bullet point? Because it just makes it sound like you get control of their hero. Infested heroes have bonus movement speed and creeps have increase as well. Infested units also gain bonus health. This is definitely not heroes, this part. It's just like, there should be a bullet point, right, between those 2 points, especially when you then go on to infest now heals, right? Because there's more about infest. So why is that all under one single bullet point? It it definitely feels like they, right? It's like when someone gives you a paragraph they've written out, you're like, there should be a full stop here, right? It's like, there's a full stop here, but there should be a fucking bullet point here. It just made it so I was like, what? It's like, I would not actually be surprised if there was... There was a, like, well, there is a way, right? If someone gives you control of their unit, but still, that's fucking weird. Infest enemy heroes, no, like friendly heroes. That's why I was like, what the fuck? That's weird. It's not though. It can't be. That would be nuts. That is huge though. The movement speed bonus. It's no longer this situation where it's like, I need a fucking Storm Spirit or Slardar to initiate. Like, well, actually, to be honest, I should probably just show you guys, shouldn't I? It's easier if I just. But before I complete that point, it's probably easier if I just show you the broken stuff. So when you're maxed out Slardar on movement speed, you get 575, right? That's pretty strong. That's pretty good. What if...
Prepare for battle.
How do I spawn heroes? Does anyone remember the command? Spawn hero. Spawn ally. So it should be... I think it's here... Wait, where is it? Double check. It's create hero. That's it, yeah. Create hero. Wait. There doesn't have a dash there. Lifesteal. That didn't work. Is it because he's got a space there? I think so. There we go. Alright. Now. Interesting thing, guys. There's a level up command as well, for fuck's sake. What was it? I remember it for myself, but I don't remember it for the others. One sec. There's a quicker way to do this. It's not quicker. It's actually pretty dumb.
It's not time yet.
Okay, there we go.
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun. Please email me at gayben@valvesoftware.com.
Alright, so 302 movement speed. Actually, like, we can get even higher. Let's just go ahead and get our stupid boots. 395 movement speed. 511. You ready for this, guys? 783. 667. 783. We can get up to 783. But wait, I feel like we can get higher than that, guys. I don't feel like we're really putting our back into it. What else do we need, right? Sanyashra, drum. I mean, these aren't the most feasible items. Some of these you could actually build, though, in fairness. Shadow Blade as well. So, if we do this... Just gonna... These are my waters! Zoom fucking zoom, bitches. What up? Dude, I'm just gonna fucking... I'm gonna get a lifestealer friend on, and we're just gonna roleplay fucking Nessie in the fucking lake. The Loch Ness Monster just lurking back and forth up and down the map. Oh, Bloodseeker, that's actually a fair fucking shout. We'll quickly try Bloodseeker, dude. This fucking, testing these notes is gonna take longer because of this stupid shit we're doing.
I will claim first.
Keep in mind you can put Ags as well on that hero, by the way. Right. So we need to create hero. And then we're gonna have to fucking do this stupid shit again. Oh, where are we?
Thanks and have fun.
Get in me! By the way, the thing I forgot to point out is, as you may notice, we were on 40% movement speed. This time we're going to have maximum. Alright. Oh, get the fuck out of my way.
It happened again.
So,
Onage.
oopsie. Just be able to blink that out. It'll be quicker than move around while I do this. Alright, so go ahead. 2,000. Look at me go, dude! Whee! Alright, let's be realistic with the numbers, boys. There can only be a certain number of motherfuckers on this map. Get rid of you two.
It happened again.
Alright, let it calm down. Let it calm down.
Please email me.
I can still, like, if I get all of them low, I can still achieve 1.4k without boots. Without boots. Without fucking boots. Sanji and Yasha, you're probably gonna build that. You're probably gonna have your face boots over you. Fucking, like, right? So, just keep that in mind. We're gonna have these items. Dude, my game is lagging. My game is fucking lagging. He has broken the speed barrier of Dota. Whee! Game wants to crash. Game wants to crash. Game, please don't crash. Dude, can I just scare you because I fade boots? Dude, I'm gonna break the game. I'm gonna crash this fucking game. Are you ready? Oh no. Oh no. Don't let it breed. Don't let it breed. Don't let it breed. Don't. Oh no.
Rampage.
So much blood.
Oh, sorry. I think I killed the. I crashed the game. Oh. I think we got up to like 7,000 movement speed, maybe more. Stupid shit like this. Alright. I really want to get value out of that percentage movement speed, guys. So I'm just gonna need to go and build the percentage movement speed items. What is the best? Let's just get fucking. Actually, no. You want mainly just yours. Actually, no. Oh no, they removed it, didn't they? They completely removed it for good reason, because this shit would be broken. In fairness, they were, you know, they got it right, but I can still build the business travel. So these are my boys. Ignore my boys. It's all good. It's all good. Dude, just fucking post it to Reddit with fucking Sonic. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Level up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've crashed the game. I'm gonna crash the game. Dude, no, I'm definitely gonna crash the game. Do you wanna know why? Because they're all back and they're angry about what I done to them. Oh my god. Good lord. Yeah, dude, Outlanders is killing this game. See? Just look at this shit. God damn it, my door is ruined. 20,000 movement speed. The fucking hard monk is. Oh my god. Oh my god, what have I created? Oh my god, what have I created? What have I created? I'm out of control, guys. I'm fucking out of control. Get me higher, get me higher, get me higher, get me higher. Face boots. Oh, the face boots don't work. Oh no, they're healing up too much. We're losing. We're losing altitude, guys. We're losing altitude. That might kill them. That killed them. Whoopsie. Alright, I'm done with this. This is fucking AIDS. This is hurting my eyes. Stop it. You just shift click across the map. Just fucking do everything, dude. I didn't even test the attack speed. I didn't want to test the attack speed. That is just... Anyway, can we just get to... Like, we need to round this out. We need to actually play some Dota tonight. First now automatically takes control of the... we just done that. Reduce... Scepter. Reduces infest cooldown 20 seconds and increases cast range. Interesting. Causes the infested target to get the rage... What? That's pretty cool, actually. Like, you can, like, support lifestealing, boys. What was I invested? Yes, I was invested. That was my boy speeding me up. Dude, lifesteal support, guys. Lifesteal support. Let's go. Say it with me now. I'm actually gonna try it. Remind me to try that later. Alright, Lena, strength has been increased, cast range reduced, rip, and the damage talent increased. So core Lena better, support Lena worse. Mana drain slow has been increased, no surprise there. Lone Druid. Spirit Bear attack range increased. Armor type is from basic to hero. Attack type basic to hero, so it's just buffs. No longer has defender, though. Okay. Demolish is now available. Return and Tangle. All available from level 1. Wow, these are some big buffs. Return is now a 3-second channel. Ooh, that's not as much a buff, though. 3-second channeling ability now. That's pretty rough. You can get caught out with that. Building bonus damage is now 10, 20, 30, 40%. Good. Damage reduced, though. Huh. Weird. I mean, that's kind of sucky. Now levels up when your hero does it. Oh. Oh, there you go. Gets +5 damage per... Damn. Dude, Lone Druid might be coming back. Health has been reduced, though. But he gains HP per level. Dude, Lone Druid is the master of pets, right? You got a fucking Courier leveling up with you, and now the bear as well. Tangle and Claw's damage type is from physical to magical. Good. Spirit Link is now passive. Is this just the no-click hero now? No longer heals the Spirit Bear when Lone Druid deals damage. Okay. Lifesteal reduced. Attack speed reduced. True form. Transforms into a melee bear. Gains X amount of HP. Depending on level. Healed on cast as well. Wow. So it's like a free fucking full heal? What? That's pretty strong. 10, 15, 20 armor. Grants you Spirit Bear's Entangling Roots and Demolish. So, for anyone who just wants a summary of what they've done to Lone Druid, just think Lone Druid being good at taking villains already. It's pretty scary. What if I told you that despite you having a Dragon Knight on your team, you can now have a melee Dragon Knight? Because that's what this game just said to me. You have a melee Dragon Knight. The fucking... Like, dude, I can hear Admiral Bulldog orgasm noises from here. Jesus. Alright, Savage Roar now occurs both your hero and Spirit Bear when cast. Oh my god. Yeah, that's standard. As before, Savage Roar AoE increase is the ridiculous part. Battlecry cooldown to the true form cooldown as expected, because, you know, Battlecry got changed. So you more or less, like, you're close to having full uptime. Wow. And Battlecry grant spell immunity is now 1,000 extra health in your true form. Dude, you just pick fucking Lone Druid in the safe lane, take a Dragon Knight mid, and you get a Brewmaster off lane, and you just rat. You just fucking rat. You are the most filthy rats, dude. There's not a rat cage big enough for you. Jesus. When I get to Lycan, oh no. Luna. Increases. Moonglaze now work with critical. What? No, that shouldn't happen. That's bad. As in, that's bad that they've done. Like, it's good, and that makes it bad. Luna Blessing rework now provides allied player units with percentage attack. Ah, okay. It's more balanced now. I think they've ruined support Luna for me. Percentage attack damage not as good, and total armor bonus. Damn, dude. Luna support is dead. I think this actually might have killed it. That's strong as the game goes on, but like, I don't think support Luna is good anymore. The reason it felt good is you could just find a laning part that had strength as this primary attribute and then bully your opponents in the lane. Can't do that now. Alright, Lycan. Reworked Howl now causes all enemies with 2000 AoE to have reduced armor and deal... Oh my fucking god, no. Why? Oh, dude, if you do that at the right fucking moment. Please tell me it doesn't affect Juggernaut and Omni Slash. No. I need to know. I actually need to know. I can't not know. Like, you know there's some things in live chat that you need to fucking know? I need to know. This isn't going to be an easy one to test, though. Select enemy hero. Where's Juggernaut? Like, this should, in theory, not affect him, right? But it could. Let's have a look. It shouldn't be doing too much damage. Why can't I use your abilities? Okay, I can. They're just not highlighting. So, 134, 50 extra. This should hurt a decent amount. Let's have a look. Okay, it doesn't. Thank God. That would be like the stupidest part imaginable. I don't think it does anyway. It doesn't seem like it does. But basically, why I was screaming like that is because if you pick Lycan and Underlord, your opponents do no damage. Or almost no damage. Just do the maths on that, guys. 75% damage reduction. 75. 75%. Dude, fucking 20-minute Underlord Lycan death balls are genuinely going to become a thing. No exaggeration. That's so dirty. That's so dirty. Holy shit. Like, think about the potential of that as well. Like, the way those two heroes synergize is fucking nuts as well. Because you run, like, you just rush Ags. Like, you get your Helm Dominant Ags on Lycan. Unlord's built, like, Pipe or whatever by that stage. Just in case they have some magic damage. You fucking blitz down a lane. You take out the tier 3 tower, maybe the racks as well. And then you Dark Rift the other side of the map and just do it again. It's fucking actually super scary. Alright, let's keep going. Howl is now cast around your wolves as well. Yes! Support Lycan is back! Maybe not. No, support Lycan is not back. I mean, maybe. I think with jungle you might be able to run forward Lycan again. Yeah, because you send a wolf to every lane and you just fuck him up. Ags, okay. Reworked Scepter grants wolf bite. Target an allied hero to convert them. And... Dude, you fucking seriously? Like the weird fucking sadistic crazy man who has AIDS and cuts his fucking hand and puts it in people's Lucasade. You sick motherfucker, like it. He's converting people into wolves. Grants both of you 30% lifesteal and a shared 30... Oh my god, he fucking doesn't just do that. He turns you into Lone Druid. A shared 30% lifesteal to heal the other one when within 1200 range of each other. I've got to see this. I've got to see what Lycan... I got to see what Lycan's little pet looks like, dude. Show me Lycan's little pet. Please. I'm begging you. I need to know. I need to see. Dude, this is like the next level. They're trying to make him into a support. Like Chaos Knight became one with the fucking Phantasm being targeted. That's what they're doing here. All right, low key, that's what they're doing. They just don't want you to know it yet. All right.
Prepare for battle.
Juggernaut, you will become my bitch. Oh yeah, we have to do that again. This is going to be problematic as I don't really have the items. So, what is the quickest way to do this? Probably clicking Dagon as quickly as possible. With Kai's. Oh, right, that's right. This is what I was doing my aim labs training for, chat. Level bots, crew, but this was much funner. I spit on you!
Please email me at gaben@bellsoftware.com.
Dude, you're a puppy now, dude. He's a fucking puppy. Can you Omni Slash? Oh my god. You can use your abilities? You can use your abilities. Dude, be a fucking... be a Beyblade dog. He's a fucking Beyblade dog. Okay, he's a dead Beyblade dog, but he's a Beyblade dog.
Does it please you?
Dude, the hero... Oh my god, the hero potential there. Wait. I can't be asked to like do the commands. Create hero, life stealer. There's some funky ass oh yes, a space. There's too much to test with this. So I think you guys already know where I'm going though. Level bots 25. You know where I'm going with this, right? Wow, you're so fast, dude. Can I break your speed? No, it fixes it at 650. It fixes it. Thank God. Thank God. I was getting ready. But dude, can we just talk about the fact that I can do this?
As you wish.
Hello, this is
Woof, 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 fucking woof! Monkeys.
killing spree. Impossible kill.
My blade has teeth.
Alright, no.
I love to
It was item that breaks the speed limit. Doesn't surprise me. Probably one of the neutral items. Alright, let's keep going. Magnets. Okay, so shockwave pull distance has been increased. Cleave damage reduced. Oh, poor Maggie, dude. Mag 4, rip. And power damage reduced. Oh, no. The hero. I was about to say, imagine the empower combos are like him, but fuck that. Duration has been increased, though. Power now provides double effect when casting yourself. Dude, you selfish piece of shit. What happened to my 4 magnets? Finally, the hero has to actually be a core again. Reverse polarity now deals damage through spell immunity. Yep, makes sense with the changes. Rework scepter now reduce skewer cooldown to 4 seconds, cast point by half, and remove mana cost. I don't think some of you are maybe quite comprehending that. That's actually a huge fucking deal. Like, think about the reason you build Blink. And think about your ultimate and how long that lasts, actually. Because you can more or less just skewer after ulting. It's actually incredibly powerful.
Prepare for battle.
Like, the cast point is actually amazing on that. And the reason this is a big deal is because look at your range. I mean, you get more as you level up, right? So this is actually... No, that's just the maximum. No, that is skewer range. Yeah, 500. So you have to, like, keep in mind it's more like... So I can do it from here to, like, here, right? But think about lane dynamics and think about just skewering through a tree and then walking up behind someone and skewering them back towards your team. Because that's what this... That is what this fucking item is letting you do. Alright, Mag actually has a good Ags now. Like, for real. I'm not memeing. This is actually a really good Ags. I'm excited for that. Dude, the potential for that with Ags rushes is crazy. Cooldown reduction, it brings it down to 4 seconds. And yes, you can reduce that further with cooldown reductions, but you don't really need to at that point. Like, it has no mana cost. That's the other, like, I can't actually emphasize that. No mana cost on the hero that usually struggles a bit in that regard. You can actually then go and upgrade to Aether Lens, and I would advise it, for more skewer range. Pretty powerful. Let's see. Level 25 talent. Yeah, they just nerfed in power across the board in that. Go down to 3 seconds with the cooldown reduction, depending on the item. Octarine core is like 2.8, something like that. All right, Mars. God's Rebuke not back now. Adds a 40% slow. Nice. I thought this hero was going to get a buff because when I played a game against him, he seemed kind of broken in one game. But like that, I remember when I saw him in one of my pub games, I went, I don't remember the last time I saw this hero at all. The hero just fell off the side of a cliff. Bulwark can now be toggled, by the way, putting your weapon away and causing the direction you're facing to be locked. Huh? Movement speed will be 20% slow while in this mode. 70% of attack projectiles will be redirected towards you instead of your allies. Wow. Only affects attack projectiles within your shield block. Oh, this is big as well. Arena of Blood now destroying trees. You can actually find people. And also, like, the bigger deal, like, you can get really awkward fights with Mars because of how Arena was working, right? There would be trees, and you'd spear someone, and you spear them to a tree. So they weren't getting damage done to them from the arena. All right, so let's have a look at this. So it can be toggled, removing Mars' ability to attack and locking the direction he's facing.
Prepare for battle.
When active, movement speed reduce movement speed and redirect 70% of attacks. Except aimed at the Mars allies. But does that come at you from the different directions? I assume so. So, like, for example, if there's a projectile over here, and I'm locked in looking that way, I'll take more damage from this direction, I think.
March.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so annoying. That's gonna be so fucking annoying, actually. Look at that. Dude, look at It's so... Look at the awkward shuffle. He might as well be fucking T-posing right now. It looks so bad. I want more movement speed. Give me more movement speed. Give me all the movement speed, please. Dude, look, I'm a fucking football goalkeeper from like a 2001 PS1 game. Look at me go. Welcome to Pong. Let's begin. Dude, what? The animation doesn't show. Compare that to this. That is, dude, there is a strategy in this. And remember, you can just toggle it, right? So you can just do this. And it could be pretty useful because you can actually fuck with people a lot. Actually, I am excited to see some super high level Mars players fuck with this on the lane so that their supports can harass and their supports can't be harassed back in return by projectile heroes. Because if you toggle it correctly, you just redirect the damage straight away to you. Like, look at the creeps as well. That lane would push, right? If you keep timing it, if you wanted the lane to push, you could actually force that. Like, seriously. This also will work on catapults, which means you can stop catapults from attacking your tower. This is pretty handy. This is going to be one of those annoying dick heroes that picks up the repair kit and stops you ever taking towers. But, like, the other thing, let me check. Okay, so that animation is still there. Sort of. I mean, it's so quick it doesn't matter, right? The one that is weird is this. Like, you can barely see it. That is clearly broadcasted, right? That really isn't. That's pretty handy. Same projectile block. Yeah, that's still a high percentage, though, dude. It's not guaranteed, but if you got a spawn in your lane, and between CSing, you do that, and you redirect the projectiles towards you, and you're tanking it because you're a tanky boy anyway, and say you have, like, a support Rubik that's just getting free harass everywhere, that is so valuable. You could also, if you don't feel like you're doing much damage, you're going for a tower, you could just do this to tank all the tower damage and let your teammates hit without creeps. That's very situational, but there are some uses there.
I am war. I am without.
The big one here is the Arena of Blood, though. Now that it destroys trees, that's huge. It'll screw over people trying to hide in trees, obviously, but it's the fact that you can now spear them to the arena edge instead of spearing them to trees, which can screw you over. So that's huge for the hero. That was one of the big things that was hurting him. This 40% movement slow is a nice little buff as well. Medusa. Has been increased. No surprise. Like, I didn't feel like Medusa necessarily needed many buffs, to be honest. The problem with this hero lies in the dynamics of the map and the limitation on available gold in the map at any given time and the speed at which games are playing out. Meant that Medusa wasn't a good pick. In actuality, the hero isn't bad, so they're going to buff him here, and it's going to be ridiculous, I think. Mystic Snake now applies 30% movement slow and 50% turn rate. That is actually fucking brutal. 3 seconds. That is so strong. No longer steals mana, though, but still provides it for you. Okay, that's reasonable. Like, the mana steal talent was fucking stupid. So this is reasonable. I'm fine with this. It gives a hero away. Dude, this is the pattern, right? They done it to Lifesteal, and now they're doing it to Medusa. They're fucking with my brain, dude. Mana creation. Health creation. The fucking lore for these heroes is cool. Slacks. He's pissed right now. They completely changed the fucking lore for Medusa and Lifestealer. They just manufacture this shit out of thin air. Alright, Stone Gaze duration on Medusa has been reduced. Stone Gaze damage amplification rescaled. So it's not strong early on. Now provides you with 25% movement speed. That's really good, actually. Stone Gaze can now be used a bit more freely in fights. It did feel like really fucking pathetic in a lot of cases because people just turn away and run away. But now you can just like chase off with 25% movement speed going, hey, look at me over here. And I got you, bitch. You're dead now. Level 10 talent, 15-20. Evasion goes up. 20% evasion at level 10 is actually really tempting. That's a lot of evasion. Your effective HP is fucking nuts at that stage. I would advise taking this over the damage. Damage seems nice, but you can build into, like, you can build that amount of damage much easier than you can build that evasion. Level 15 talent from attack speed. Yeah, just better. Meepo, he got some buffs. I think he's going to struggle against some of these new items and changes to heroes. I'm not sure how popular Meepo is really going to be. Especially the new heroes, which we'll get to shortly. Mirana, max stun has been decreased to 3.5 level 1. That is a fucking harsh nerf. I was expecting 4, 4.25, 4. So on. Like, 3.5 for hitting a max distance arrow feels really unrewarding. He deserved it, though. Sort of. I feel like, if anything, you don't do this to her. You just take away the ability to kill creeps with arrow. Or like you make, I think you make it so that it's not accessible until like max arrow level or some shit. 5 seconds level 1 was broken. You have to hit that though. You have to hit that. Like keep that in mind. You have to hit that. You need some synchronicity. Also, the other issue you've got is like this hero may actually just fall off completely. Because the problem in Rana is like you kind of had to do the max out on Starstorm and Leap build. Because otherwise you couldn't farm. You couldn't be a 4. I don't like her as a core, and if she doesn't have, like if she has to max out arrow to get the value out of it, I'm not sure I like her as a 4 anymore either. This hero may actually just die now. Completely. I don't think this, like, if this hero doesn't work as a 4, I don't think it works in any position. So I think Mirana might be dead for a few months now. Tree Dance cooldown reduced from 1.2 to 1. Monkey King nut buffs. Monkey King support is actually maybe back. This is a lot more mobility and a lot more vision. Morph no longer has 2 different... Yes! We done it! Fuck you, Morph! Get in my bowl and fucking stay there. I'm closing the cap. The percentage of health and mana is maintained between both forms, and it was fucking deserved. Morph now provides the Scepter 50% mana cost reduction as a base feature. This was fucking deserved. This was needed. Attack speed has been increased though, but this was the big one. Having 2 health pools on this fucking hero was one of the most stupid things I've ever witnessed in Dota. In all the years I played it. This is on, like, this 2 health bars bullshit, 2 mana bars bullshit was on the same level as Troll Sniper. Hoo hoo ha ha now. Seriously, I believe that strongly. It was just fucking game breaking. Alright, Naga. Agility has been reduced. No surprise, because it's like the most picked thing in high level pubs by people who want to win the games on their own. Increase the cooldown on this day at level 20. Yeah, people were taking the alternative, so that makes sense. I don't think Naga's pick rate is going to change too much. The hero just kind of suffers. Some of these new items and the way jungle functions, though, might make her good. Like, her as a jungle clearer may become more and more popular because of those items that are now in the jungle. So you want to be as efficient in clearing the jungle regularly on the minute marks. This is the big deal. It's because these items can now drop from neutrals. There's a bigger emphasis on to either stack camps at the minute mark or clear them before the minute mark. And Nature's Prophet does get buffs. As expected, this hero has, like, I don't think I've seen him more than once in competitive play in the last 2 months, maybe. Definitely not on LAN, so I'm not surprised he got some buffs. They didn't want to change too much of the hero because, like, fundamentally the hero should be strong. The nature of the hero is is that it should feel strong in what it can do. Its flexibility as well, its ability to farm, split push, etc. Necro. Heart Stopper aura has been increased. Reaper Scythe damage increased as well. No. Reaper Scythe no longer pierces spell immunity though. Thank God. Sept has been reworked. Now reduces Ghost Shroud cooldown to 10 seconds and causes Heartstop Aura to deal 2 times as much damage while Ghost Shroud is active. I like that. That's interesting. I fucking hated the Ags. The Ags was just stupid. This one's interesting. Like, it's combining your abilities at fixed times to kind of give like a powerful value, and it scales because it's the Heartstop Aura, right? Doing 2 times damage is pretty interesting. And Ghost Shroud and low cooldown. Like, this is your get out of jail free type card. Not always. They might have means to counter you, but that's if you get countered on draft. Also, attack speed talent has been changed to the 40% Heartstopper regen reduction. That's pretty big. I think it's good they made this change as well, because the attacks... I feel like level 20, that attack speed talent just felt out of place. Unless you built Radiance, it just felt really fucking weird. And I can't remember what the alternative was. I don't think it was good. I feel like you were forced to take it. Yeah, it was just magic resistance. It didn't feel good to take. Now you have a choice on 2 ends, right? You can stop their regen, or you can give yourself more sustain. That's interesting. Like, they're giving them similar like functions, but from different angles, right? Do you want to enable yourself to exist further in the fight, or just delete other people? And the Heartstopper aura at 25 was reduced, understandably, with those changes. Otherwise, that would just be ridiculous. 2 times, that would be fucking nuts. Nice Stalker Void Scepter no longer reduces cooldown. Thank you. And the stun duration is down. As expected, this hero was ridiculous. Any hero that can just rush Ags first and win a game is usually quite broken. And they reduce his movement speed talent. Like, anyone who has been here before knows how I feel about movement speed talents. I think quite often it is... it's usually like the most broken type of talent outside the obvious ones. And the obvious ones are usually GPM talents. XP sometimes as well. But movement speed talents, because like you can only build a finite amount of movement speed, right? Especially the way things like Yules and drums work. Like you get an additive instead of percentage, whatever. So the movement speed talents were kind of negated to an extent with that. But unless you're an agi hero, it's very hard to just build movement speed over the course of a game. Speaking of movement speed, Nyx has a buff. 10 more movement speed. This hero will need another 10 before he feels like he can exist again. Nyx feels really weird. Unless you've got like a specific draft that utilizes him, or you have a hero like Medusa that you're up against, Nyx feels really out of place. Pugna, you can maybe pull out Nyx again against Pugna. I just feel like the other problem this hero has, and they haven't addressed it with this change, is this hero doesn't have a way of farming. Nyx 5 might be experimented with, but 4 it won't be. The problem with like the 4 right now is to be a functioning position 4, you have to think about what's important. What's important is your ability to actually split push or farm or something like that. You need a way that you can actually flash farm to an extent. That's why things like Rubik, Lina, Leshrac, Mirana, they're all popular because they have a way of farming fairly effectively. Nyx, however, like his stun isn't that great. It's not going to clear waves for you, and you don't have anything additionally on top to help clear those waves. You know, it's another part of why Earth Spirit fell off in popularity. There are different reasons on top of it, but when they moved his Roll and Boulder talents around and also reduced them slightly, it meant he can no longer clear a wave with his combo. That's a huge problem. That means that hero can't be out split pushing. He doesn't do it quickly. Like, yeah, maybe he can do it almost quickly, but he doesn't get any gold value out of it. Alright, Ogre. Base strength reduced by 2. Ignite hit. Yeah, that's fucking damn right. Ignite hitting an already affected unit now adds the duration. Ooh. That's pretty lethal, actually. That's really annoying. Fuck this guy. Alright, Omni Knight, level 10 talent. I'm not surprised they increased the AoE. Like, this level 10 talent never gets taken. It's a GPM talent versus this. I think GPM talent will still always be taken over that. Because it's like, what was it? I think it's 60. Was it 90? I think it was 60. 90, sorry, it's 90. But you're always going to take 90. Like, even more reason you're going to take it. It's fucking 90 GPM talent versus that shit. Oracle base mana regen 0 to 0.5. Reworked Scepter. Fortune's end cast range increased by 800. AoE by 150 and causes half the root duration to be a stun. Maybe. Maybe. It's just hard for Oracle support to get their hands on nags. Maybe you give it to them if you get it from Roche now. OD though. Base attack time has been increased. Not too surprising. Arcane Orb rescaled. Ah, so it's actually better. Arcane Orb no longer has splash damage though. I'm not surprised they got rid of that. It just gave him flash farm while also being really good at fighting. He no longer steals... Wait, what? Okay, this is different. He no longer steals int. Place Equilibrium Essence Flux. Passively grants you a 25% chance to restore max mana. Potential max mana when you cast an ability. Can be activated for 6 seconds to cause all damage you deal to slow enemy movement speed. So he just doesn't get int at all. Okay, here we go. This changed the Sanity Eclipse that had to be coming. This is a really big deal. This hero has been like based around scaling up his int in some formal way for a long time. Sanity Eclipse no longer deals damage based on intelligence difference. No longer drains mana. Now has base damage and now deals X, like a multiplier, the difference between you and the enemy's max mana. Interesting. I'm trying to think if something like a Bloodstone is really good on this hero now. Possibly. Sandsclips now provides buff charges that increase your max mana by 30, 40, 50 per charge. You gain 1 charge per Arcane Orb hit. And 3 per Astral against heroes last 35 seconds. What? Now provides buff charges that increase your max mana. So there's a passive to Sandy's Eclipse then. No, that's the active. No, wait. Now provides buff charges. Yeah. You gain 1. So there's a passive to it. Right? That's what it's saying. This is interesting. This means he can't like escalate out of control until he's like 6 at least. Which is kind of a given. But I believe that is what it means. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to need to test this quickly. Because I'm curious on this one. Did you know that part where I said I should be done? About an hour? I said that about an hour ago. We're still fucking going. We're almost there, actually, in fact. We're up to O, so there's not much left to do. Right. So.
Prepare for battle.
There you go. See? Increases your mana. And that's how you escalate out of control. It's not increasing my mana, though.
I gave you all. You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun.
It's not increasing my mana. You've seen this, right? My mana is not increased. Watch.
On dark wings.
Okay, increased there. Okay, it's increasing again. It wasn't increasing at first. I swear there was a point where I hit him like 7 times. I didn't see any increase. Or maybe I'm just being blind. You don't escalate too quickly. This is also trying to force people out of using Astral as a save. They're giving it a use in a different form. I could see Bloodstone maybe working on this hero now. I don't know, actually. With Spell Amp, like... I don't think it interacts correctly with Arcane Orb, so maybe not. I was thinking, like, from the Spell Amp aspect. But I don't think so. If you got, like, mana for that, it'd be good.
Rises.
What's that? Rapier now has True Strike. Oh, good lord. I mean, sure. You lose it when you die. I'm fine with that. Alright, let's keep going. Pango, Swashbuckle range been increased. Roll and fun duration, talents increased. Thumbs up. Hero needs a little bit of love. He's been ignored for a decent amount. Especially like this. The thing is, I think the 15 is the shield crash cooldown, right? So they put that there because no one's really likely to take that over shield crash even now. Because you're probably going to build an Ags on this hero. Maybe if you play like a 4 Pango, but even then you're looking at an Ags later on. So you're thinking other way. But once you get level 30, that's pretty nuts in conjunction with each other. Level 20 talent, blow evasions up because no one takes it. Of course, everyone. Like, this hero already has too much fucking evasion. Why would you want more evasion? Especially when you look at the alternative, right? Like, Armor Corruption does, like, 4 doesn't sound like much, but it works on buildings for a start.
It's hardly a fight without
Maybe you see a few more take that evasion talent. The problem is, like, people building into an MKB for your hero anyway. So it just feels weird to add more benefits and, like, mitigate your ability to do more damage in the process. Scepter. I'm not surprised it's got reworked. I think, like, I saw a few players experimenting with the Scepter, which was with the Spirit Lance in AoE, but most of the time it just felt shit. So anyway, Phantom Rush, agility bonus duration reduced from 2 to 1.5. Phantom Rush speed boost is now always available when attacking enemy units regardless of the cooldown. Wow. Agility bonus is still cooldown. That's interesting. Like, the chase down potential is pretty cool there. I think this is kind of like their attempt to move people away from just building tanky PL, where you just rush a heart and, you know, you just can't be killed when you get doppelganger talent. Now it's like they're trying to compel you to go towards the crit talent because you can always keep attacking directly. And you can always keep on top of your opponents. Interesting. We'll see if it works, though. Base strength increased by 2. Supernova now deals damage. Yeah, as expected. Fix the bug that caused orders to not register sometimes. Waning Rift now has a 350 cast range. Moves you to that location and silences there. Ooh. Dude, okay, that's fucking hype. That is actually hype. Puck is all about looseness and repositioning. And now you have the means to reposition yourself without actually leaving yourself open and defenseless unless you have, like, items, right? This is actually big. That's fucking nuts.
Prepare for battle.
We are in silence.
So, like, you can do some serious positional plays.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
First blood.
It doesn't let you cast out range, though.
Duly noted.
You can do that kind of shit. Problem is, obviously, you're moving out of the way. But the bigger play to typically make is, like... Especially, I can imagine this actually destroying people on creep waves. Like, the Void counter is even stronger in this puck now. Because you're going to be scenarios where, you know... Difference is he's, like, here and I'm here, right? So he's here and I'm here. Especially a melee, right? You can just do this type of shit. Whoopsie. I wasn't close enough. And then that, and then you're out. And you take, like, no damage and you're just out. Pretty strong, actually. I'm going to be excited to see how that comes into play. I could see Puck return to the mid lane with that type of change. Like, 2 positional spells give you a lot of potential to harass your opponent more heavily on your terms. Food Core now deals initial damage. That's also another buff that could make you actually viable on the mid lane. Because you can go for those level 6 kills. Now deals damage through spell immunity. Nice. They changed the level 10 from 6 stats to phase shift attacks. What? Immediately launches 1 attack on phase shift. With attack range plus 200. Okay, I should have tested how that works. If it only targets out opponents, or if it targets out everything or anything. That's going to be exciting to experiment with, though. And it's a reasonable exchange. Level 10 is the cast range. So you actually have a really hard choice to make. Like, it's a hero that you wouldn't think benefits much, but actually I think like you still take the cast range because you probably already guessed it, guys. There is something in there that matters, right? Which is cast range. Waning Rift is now... It now has a cast range. Like, you just saw... Like, this is the thing. What you saw was when I have level 10.
Prepare for battle.
And the difference is noticeable. So I think you actually end up taking the cast range over the phase shift attacks. You attack everything. Okay, this is hard now. This is getting harder and harder the more I think about it. Because, like, actually, Puck has decent damage as well. It's not bad. I would even argue with this type... Like, there's an argument now that you can do a phase shift into attack damage build. Or the alternative. So, what I like there is they've given flexibility. You can either go for the spell build, or you can actually rely on your damage talents, which aren't bad. Do the attacks trigger any items? They should, right? Yes, they do. Which is why you've seen some builds with Daedalus, Maelstroms, etc. For the level 25 rapid fire Dream Core. Puck's actually super scary now in extremely late games where you get level 30, I think. This may be one, like, you know, I said there's going to be certain heroes that if they hit level 30, they're going to be fucking insane. This is one of them. Pudge has Scepter rework, no surprise, as it wasn't that popular. Flesh Heap has had its HP regen reduced. This is actually a significant deal. Losing 2 there is the biggest hurt. Like, more so than this. You get to a sustainable point around then. Actually, no. Actually, this is big on both ends. This hero has no armor, so this is actually brutal. This is really fucking difficult for this hero. The only reason he's able to sustain on the lane alone is because that HP regen, because he has no armor. Now that he has no armor, it's tough, but I think with the Courier reworks and your ability to get your hands on early armor now, with a stout shield built into your hero, I think Pudge actually might sustain. You can no longer rot yourself, though. Fuck! Okay, so this used to be huge for this hero. You build a Soul Ring, and you would get low on HP, and you just activate Rot and Soul Ring and deny yourself all the time. It was cheap, whatever you want to call it, but it was effective. You can't do that anymore. That's kind of tough. Dismember now deals damage through spell immunity. Yep, as I was talking about earlier, it should do. Rework Scepter reduces Dismember cooldown to 11. Allows you to target an ally with Dismember, instantly swallowing them in your belly and healing them for 4% of their max health per second. The ally can exit whenever they want. Okay, I was about to say, if they can't exit whenever they want, this is fucking stupid. They can. They can get out whenever they want. Dude, this is like some fucking... This is some weird suck yourself off momentum lifestealer moment, right? Pudge and lifesteal are just fucking in me, in you, in me, in you, in me. There's the fucking Chuckle Brothers over there. To me, to you, to me, to you. Like, what? Dude, this is a weird one. This is a fucking weird one. I'm going to build that so often. Level 20 talent change from cooldown reduction to meat hook cooldown. Not surprising. And 25 talent is dismember duration, dismember double damage heal. I'm not surprised, considering they just brought down to 11-second cooldown. If they left that at fucking +3, Pudge would be late game broken. Just perma-stun someone, like, what the fuck? Neverward now applies a base 50 damage. No. 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 Good. Can I get some Fs in the chat, guys? There's a good reason you should be putting Fs in the chat. You're gonna realize it as soon as I click them.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, you poor bastard. Oh. Oh, did they fix that? I should have read on. Yeah, I did not finish reading. Ah, oh, damn it. Dude, I wanted to see the moment in testing where they came to this, like, this moment and they discovered this and they're like, oh, Witch Doctor, no. No, 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 no. Okay. I'm upset now. Dude, that was going to be fucking hilarious and you know it was. Bristol's going to have a hard time, though. Fucking 50 damage base? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Alright, agility gain increase from 2.2 to 2.5 and screen pain range increase. Yeah, Quap was like, she had a few moments in the most recent patch, and then it was unpopular. Razor, replace unstable current with Storm Surge. Passive or revised movement speed to nearby allies. Has double value on your hero. Interesting. It seems like they're introducing a lot more team-based auras, right? They've done it with Luna as well. Like, well, she already had them the way they changed them around. So it feels like they're trying to actually support. It feels like this patch is actually moving towards Death Ball metas. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Artist Storm now passively shocks every unit in a 500. Whoa. What? Does the active component. Fuck, Ice Storm is actually brutal now. Like, think about that. You still have the active component where it's like whipping them, right? But now on top of that, it's going to be every 3 seconds a bunch of damage out on them. Static Link now causes Racer to continuously attack the link target. You cannot attack other targets during this time. Your attack happens automatically while you're moving around. Alright, you're basically fucking Gyrocopter now. You're like this lethal as Gyrocopter on the lane now. More so, maybe. That's actually pretty scary. Razor might be coming back to the mid. I don't know if that aggro's creeps. That might be a deal breaker though. In theory, it shouldn't, because you're not doing the attack, right? I can't remember if Wind Range's focus fire procs creep aggro. I don't think it does. And drain rate has been reduced. Static link duration has been reduced at lower levels. Fixed Artist Storm targeting ethereal units. And let's see. Reduce the static link damage still a little bit. Unstable current movement speed has been changed to strength. And then the unstable current damage has been changed to the passive. Because, you know, they moved that across to the ultimate for the passive Artist Storm. I can maybe see a few like niche pick Razors. I don't think it's going to come back in a hard way. Ricky, this is what I'm interested in, because I feel like Ricky's a hero that just never catches on. This hero seems to suffer because of the nature of things. And also now with Observer Wars being free, he should in theory be one of the biggest sufferers once again, because sentries are easier for supports to get. It's been reduced. Base damage has not been affected. Strength gain increased. He needed that. Base damage increased by 8 overall, but that's because... Wait, no. So is that just a gain? That must just be a gain then. This is important because Ricky has some of the most pathetically terrible fucking damage out of any hero. So his starting damage is at least higher, so he has potential to CS now. Base health regen has been increased. Base armor has been increased. Like, you guys are already looking at agility and going, he got fucking nerfed. But you have to keep in mind, like, if I understand this correct, base damage didn't get changed. It just got added to, right? So, like, your damage should be good at the start. And that was the most important one, is I've seen teams try and run Ricky core, and it just struggles to get CS. Even with a fucking Quelling Blade. Against high-hitting heroes like Pudge, it doesn't do it. So this was important. Base movement speed has been increased, as expected. Smokescreen no longer slows, though. Ooh. No longer reduces vision. Miss rescaled, though, to be worse. Radius rescaled, to be worse at lower levels. Smokescreen cooldown has been increased. Doesn't sound good. Support Ricky is definitely dead from all these changes I've read. Blink Strike now has 2 charges. Core Ricky might still have a chance. Blink Strike damage reduced, though. This is another thing on why they had to increase his base damage so much. Well, they should have, in theory. Is because you were relying on Blink Strike to CS. But now, your low-level Blink Strikes fucking suck balls. So that's going to be hard. Looking Dagger is now the ultimate. Has a 4-3-2... Oh, you're not even invis by default. Okay, that's big. He should have a lot... Like, he should have a strength... Like, he needs to have a base strength increase right now. No longer has health regen bonus. Backstab damage is 1.5, 2 times. Tricks of the Trade is now basic ability. Attacks 4 times over 2 seconds, dealing blah, blah, blah damage. It's random units, including creeps. This is just bad. I don't think this is good at all. I think this hero's going to struggle a lot. Tricks of the Trade Scepter has been updated. 1,000 cast range, plus 1 second duration, 2 attacks, targets allied units. Dude, the way you could have maybe made this a niche pick is if you made it so that Ags Tricks of the Trade targets a teammate and makes them do their attacks. Maybe that gives this hero something. I don't think this works, though. I think this is bad. This hero is not going to be relevant. I would love to be proved wrong. I just think, but like, maybe there was something there if Smokescreen didn't get nerfed so hard. It's just a bad hero now. I think they were worried about snowballing with the changes around couriers and always being able to get access quickly to things like Orb of Venom, etc. I don't think these talents change it either. Like I said, guys, feel free to go in your games and prove me wrong. I think it's unlikely, though. Base armor has been increased for Rubik. Why? Like, this hero deserves not a single buff. This is easily one of the most popular supports right now, and one of the easiest to execute supports in the lane. 4 Rubik is fucking nuts. Even 5. Like, the Fade Bolt damage reduction screws the lane for your opponents without any investment from you in a meta where you're not afraid to shove the waves because both sides do it. I don't know why they buffed this hero one bit. Especially all the new items and the ones that like he uses, like the one that works beautifully with him because of the debuff amplification on stuns and shit, right? Like, this hero is already looking fucking good. Rubik is going to be out of control this patch. Sand King's base attack speeds have increased. He deserved it. Sand Kings have been fucking suffering the lane. Like, for a start, people buying sentries. Then the sentry warfare would stop. People would just start bringing out dust and killing Sand King. Because you're screwed in your sandstorm. You can't get out of it quickly. Demonic Purge now deals damage through spell immunity. Yeah, that's just part of the rework. Requiem of Soul's final radius reduced. And no longer reduces attack damage. Requiem of Souls now causes units to run away from Shadow Fiend for 0.6 seconds per wave impacted up to 2.2 max. Does not happen on Death Requiem. Okay. I'm not sure how this is going to work, because if you remember earlier, we talked about that Yule's change. You can't get directly under people anymore, so Shadow Fiend was already suffering, and he didn't get anything in his favor here, really. Like, actually, well, no, that's not true. Requiem of Souls causing people to run away is pretty fucking powerful because you can raise. If you get in the right position, you can raise. It's not a huge nerf, no. The attack damage reduction is nice, but, like, the point in the game where Requiem of Souls was really mattering was to get those kills when you go for the Yules. So, Yule's Shadow Fiend, this is like the offset, is now that you Yule someone, you Requiem, you hit them, they run away. And that gives you time to hit them with the razors while they're stuck in fear. So it's not terrible, but I need to test this. I need to test the Yule's placement with the Requiem, because now you can no longer get directly underneath your opponent. You're not going to likely hit them as many waves as you used to. Shaman damage increased on his wards. I'm not surprised. I expected this to happen. This hero hasn't been getting too much love. Although his attack damage talent has been reduced to offset that. Alright, here we go. Sansa. Agi gain has been reduced. Yeah, because fuck those right clicks. Projectile speed reduced. Glaze of Wisdom now temporarily still in. Why? Why? Damage has been reduced on Glaze of Wisdom, though, to try and offset that by 10% per level. But still, why? But why, though? Fucking think of the poor, intensive heroes. Think the offlaners, dude, who are going to have no mana to cast. That's fucking depressing. Last Word base damage reduced. Last Word now deals a bonus damage based on the difference between your in and there. Oh my god. Why? Why? I mean, it's not going to be totally out of control, but it's still stupid. The reason they've done this is because no one really levels Last Word. Like, there are 2 things you focus on as a Sansa, and it's not Last Word. It's going to be your Arcane Curse and your Glaives. I still think Arcane Curse is going to be leveled more. I think where Last Word gets some play is in the mid. In the mid, where a one-on-one matchup matters and a vacuum of damage that can come out from Last Word makes a difference. But on the outlanes for a 5, I would 100% still advise you get Arcane Curse. It's so much more powerful. Like, just think about the damage you put out. Like, damage comparisons. Think about that for a second. 40 damage. Base duration of 6 seconds, right? So you're already doing pretty decent. 240 damage, right? Comparison, base damage on that is 200. Multiplier seems nice, but then you have to think about the indifference. Remember you got the permanent int still? That is true, but we're talking laning phase, not later on. Sure, it's going to be powerful later on if you start snowball with a lot of int steal, but this is all, like, your comment about int steal is even more the reason I'm talking about him as a mid being better for the Last Word spike. Rework Scepter, Last Word becomes a 600 AoE spell. Alright, that's fucking dirty. That one is dirty. That nuke potential is scary. On a, like, snowballing Sansa. That's fucking spook. Get me out. Instant Seal cut, like, this wasn't needed. This hero sometimes get, like, the reason Sansa has not been getting picked is because, like, big ultimate heroes are limited, and the way that big ultimates are used are different than they used to be. They are now used as insurance policies, which means you have to treat yours as an insurance policy, and the effective, like, the way you have to use an insurance policy is counterintuitive because it's a counter insurance policy. It can't actively be used easily. That's why Sansa wasn't a popular pick. It's because of the way his ultimate worked. Alright, Ancient Seal cast range rescaled. Yeah, buff. And they increased the cooldown. Oh, don't do that, dude. Ancient Seal fucking cooldown talent is already dirty. Scarif just doesn't get picked much because it's too easy to pick off. After the laner phase, and he stops being annoying. I think with the changes, though, and the introduction of mango trees and all this other shit, I think Scarif is going to be brutal now in the 4 role. Slithering Crush, Scepter AoE increased. Reasonable. Slark, reworked Scepter. Pounce now has 2 charges and traveled double the distance speed. I actually kind of like that. I mean, it's better than the other Ags. The other Ags only worked for Slark support. Basically, it gave everyone the ultimate effect, but didn't heal them. What this is doing is this is giving Slark the ability to get in and out. So you pounce in, you kill someone, then you decide if there's another kill, you snap decision, go for that, or you realize you're outnumbered, you pounce out and escape. Double pounce is going to be really fucking useful. Just think about how easily Mirana escaped your ganks with triple leap. It's actually the same. Because leap and pounce distances are pretty equal, but now you're talking about double the distance and speed of pounce. So you get the fuck out of dodge much quicker than a Mirana. Dispersion now deals damage through spell immunity. Yep. Just not part of those changes. I'm not sure I like that though. That feels too strong. Although they've introduced more breaks, so hopefully it should be balanced. Tramp damage increased. Reworked Scepter reduces cast time on Assassinate from 2 to 1 and causes it to disable target. That's interesting. Giving Sniper a stun is a peculiar way to go. I'm not sure how much it's going to work. The problem with it as an initiating spell is people know it's coming, right? So they can react to it, BKB, etc. Oh, there we go. Piercing spell me if you gain immunity while projectile is in the air. Yeah, so you can dodge it. I don't think this is a good Ags. I think the problem with it is quite clear. Sniper typically uses Assassinate to kill someone at the end, right? So the stun doesn't benefit you. The cast time is nice, but the stun absolutely doesn't benefit you. And then if you look at it as an initiating tool, you're alerting your opponent that they're being attacked. So they can BKB, blink, whatever, and look to get out. So I think this is not a good Ags. Fixed Assassinate, as we just said, level 20 talent. They've changed it from the Assassinate cast time because they put that into the Ags to shrapnel damage. Nice little difference. The only thing about the stun is TP cancel. Sure. That's the one thing. I'll give you that one, but you're getting that eventually with the cast time anyway. And you're not going to build Ags as a first or second item or Sniper anyway. So you've been a third or fourth, at which point you're probably level 20 and had that cast time talent anyway. So I feel like it's just a bad Ags. Spirit Breaker, great. Like, actually, I will be honest, with the likelihood that games go Omega lol late in some cases, Sniper Ags was starting to look good. The old one. Alright, Spirit Breaker, great. A bash now deals damage through spell immunity. Never strike. Yeah. With the spell immunity changes. Sure, as expected. Nothing too big there. Talent Overload pierces immunity now deals damage through spell immunity. Yep. Reworked Warcry on Sven. Causes allied heroes within 700 range to have increased armor and bonus damage. Ooh. Increase your own movement speed. I think Sven support could come back on this. Actually, no, no, I might be wrong there. I think the problem there is his cooldown is too big for him to be back as support. However, we've got reworked Ags. Stormhammer gains 500 cast range and you travel along. Oh. Is this one? Dude, there was a custom game that had exactly this. You would Stormhammer and you'd TP to the hit point. I think it was the Comic Heroes Wars, I think, had this shit. Oh my fucking god. Of course they must have just seen it like, that is fucking, that's golden. We're putting that in our games, boys. Let's go. I don't blame them. It's fucking amazing.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, so let me just get my A for lens. Oh! Yes.
Good enough.
Yes. I must go. My axes need me. Falcon. Wait. Falcon punch. Yes. I like to punches. Oh, so can we just set up something? You know what I'm gonna do here. You know I have to do it. All right, here we go. I mean, he's gonna be dead before he can. Actually, Huh. Wait, oh shit, I broke it because I leveled up. Whoops. That was that. We need to do this. It's important. It's research. It's research, guys. It's research. I swear, it's research. It's fucking research. It's research. Whee! 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 I am now the ping pong ball, boys. Let's go. Huh! Ha! 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 These fucking noises. Dude, how long you start? 3.25. Octarine. Octarine, help me. And then there's a jungle item that I think does cooldown reduction as well. So you can actually almost perma-stun people while jumping around the fight. Dude, I just like the idea of fucking... I wish there was there is actually a neutral item, right? That lets you refresh. Just think about that for a second. It's like, alright, I'm just gonna fucking stun you and you. I'm gonna turn into a stunning version of fucking Omni/Man himself. Juggernaut, whatever you can do, I can do better.
I'm Gabe Newell. You've just achieved first blood.
No need for Blink. True. But Blink is half the cost. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It doesn't nullify Blink. Proximizers now have 3 charges with 15-second replenish time. Ooh. Oh, that's dirty. That's fucking dirty. The speed at which you can set up a defense, like an area now, is dirty. Scepter now also causes your mind's cast range to be increased by 400. Ooh. Fuck techies, dude. Get him away from them. I don't think it's enough to bring the hero in by itself, but it's a start. And when the hero arrives, it'll be scary as a result. Sideblade's spill width increased and Sonic projection cooldown reduced from 30. That's the Ags. No one's going to pick it up still. It's not good Ags. Like, beam me up, Scotty. You just TP to your trap somewhere. It doesn't feel useful. You think it would be for split pushing, but you're like... It's kind of awkward because if you're going to build it on Templar Assassin, what are you sacrificing at what point in your build, right? Because you want Deathslayer into Blink into BKB. Maybe after that, but then you probably need to counter to something. You either need like a silence, or you need to get your hands on like a nullifier at that stage, or you need an evasive. Like, it always feels like after that third item, what you don't have that freedom anymore as TA. Like you're already realizing you need to counter something your opponents have built. Cast range equal AoE for techies? No. It's I believe that what I was saying with the scepter is like that's the throw range for the mines is increased. So you're less exposed. Terrorblade Reflection is now an AoE target ability. Ooh, that's actually fucking powerful. Like, Reflection feels really awkward a lot of times because obviously you have to be close enough. Being able to target on someone though is a big deal. Of course, it's smaller now, I believe, than it was. But it's easier to actually hit now. Contra Image, incoming damage reduced as well. Terrorblade, like, I think with the... You remember there was that item we talked about earlier that allows you to create an illusion and then you just put it in your backpack. Terrorblade is already on his way back in with shit like that. This is just helping him. I think TB is going to be bouncing back in a hard way. We might see another primarily Chinese-dominated major, considering I would say that they run some of the most lethal Terrorblades we've ever seen. That's maybe, like, some people won't like that assessment, but I think, like, on average, Chinese teams are able to make Terrorblades work more often than Western teams. That's based on my memory. So I haven't got the stats right in front of me, but I think that would hold up. Now, Haas, where you at? Kraken Shell damage block has been reduced because obviously now you can have the Stout Shield. This isn't actually that negligible. Like, Stout Shield is 8, right? So it's actually better at level 1. It's worse at level 2 and then beyond. It's a bit weird that they've done it that way, to be honest with you. Let's keep going. Agility growth increased from 1.3 to 1.6. A little bit more armor. Timber. I think he maybe needed a bit more. This hero feels really odd. You've seen me play in the offlane a few times recently. You can kind of pop off, but you really have to be enabled. And you have to have a really good matchup. Otherwise, it's only a mid-hero. Tinker base strength, why? Mana regen as well, why? Just at least, no, stop it. Alright, movement speed has been increased on Tiny. Pog, support Tiny better because 15% boots. Movement speed means I'm building even more boots. Base damage reduced by 15 though. Shit. Tree Grab no longer has charges, however. Now causes you to move 25% at 25 speed slower. Wow. Interesting way to balance it. So you don't actually lose much in comparison to the usual. Tree Grab bonus damage no longer works on denies. Tree Grab building damage reduced. Yeah, no surprise there. So they seem to be in favor of shifting across to these kind of forms that you choose between, a bit like Troll Warlord, right? They've done it with the whole Bulwark thing. They just want to create these forms. Instead of like having a limited exposure with no downside, they're now actually trying to like create a system of trade-offs with certain heroes. 20 strength, by the way, Pog. Alright, base movement speed has been increased by 10 for Treant. Woohoo! Living Armor has been reworked. It's now a 700 cast range spell. Ooh. Always lasts 8 seconds. Provides armor and restores a certain amount of health over the duration. That's a nerf. There better be some buffs for this poor boy, because that is brutal. Living Armor cast point reduced 0.5 to 0.4. Living Armor cooldown has been rescaled to be lower as expected. Wait, no, it's not. It's not lower at later levels. Leech Seeds has been reworked. It's now a self-cast spell. Drains the life from a random nearby enemy within 700 range. Alright, this is Jungle Treant right here. Every 0.5 seconds restores your life. This is Jungle Treant right here. Enemies affected by this are slowed for 0.5 seconds for each pulse. So if you if you catch an enemy away from creep wave, you'll slow them by 26, 34, 42, 50% movement speed all the time for the full duration. Last 5 seconds as well. It does prioritize heroes. Life drain per second is there. 15, 30, 45, 60. This isn't bad. I just feel like this Living Armor change makes this hero really fucking dog now. We'll have to see. I think it's going to be, like, the way Treant's going to be played is going to be very different. Split push Treant might be harder to pull off now. Ganking Treant must be more needed. And then babysit Treant might just have to be the go-to. Nature's Guides have been replaced with Nature's Grass. Targets a location, creating vines along the way. If any vines touch a tree, all the vines have 50% better effect. Vines slow down enemy heroes and deal damage per second. Deals half damage to creeps. Oh, fuck is... Dude, fucking Nature's Spider-Man over here. What? Overgrowth duration reduced. Overgrowth now does DPS. Nice. So it's not just the Scepter one. And overgrowth damage does pierce. Nature's Guide's route to gains tree walking. So you don't gain tree walking until level 20, guys. What the fuck are they doing to Treant? This is weird. I don't like this. I think this is going to be hard because Treant is still a fucking slow hero despite that change they made. You're still likely playing him as a support. Melee supports feel really, really awkward as it is. And then on top of that, like, you've taken away his invis.
In good time.
Jesus.
Prepare for battle.
This is like some counterintuitive Timbersaw shit here. It's like you could not put these two on the same lane. One wants to destroy trees to get bonus damage. The other needs the trees to be there to be able to do the bonus damage. Isn't me just this like the effect looks really cheap, right? I don't mean to insult anyone on the development team, but it looks really fucking tacky. Looks like they just took bramble mazes and doubled the size and then painted them green.
So soon.
Okay, but if we do it this way, not impressive.
Oh, very well.
I think this here is going to struggle a bit. They should have given him like 2 extra armor, and then maybe we can talk a little. But it's still a mini support. Mini supports are hard to work, especially if he doesn't have any like good solid lockdown. All right, we're almost done actually, guys. Then we can play the fucking game. It's midnight. This will make a good YouTube video though. Very fucking long YouTube video. Agility gain increased from 2.9 to 3.3. Berserker's Rage and Snare chance has been increased though. Ooh. Fancy. So troll buffs all around. Tusk. Oh, this is the moment. Have they made this hero good? All right. Please, Ice Frog. Tusk is a piece of dog shit, and you need to buff him. Movement speed 5 extra. Keep going. Base HP regen increased from 0 to 0.5. Keep going. Aura's Kick now deals damage. Yeah, that's just part of the spell meter shit. Talent increased from 350 to 400 health. 15. And talent for 20. Cooldown of 6 seconds minus 1 ice shards. Now 8 seconds minus. I don't think this is enough for Tusk to be a hero. Definitely not in a support role. I have yet to test him as a 5. That was where I want to test him next. Because this guy is just dog. I think maybe there's something about Tusk as a 5, especially with the gold exchanges now and the chance to get a few items. But Tusk is a really hard hero to make work. What this hero really, really needed was mana buffs. Like the biggest issue with this hero is all of his spells are so mana intensive and hard to actually get maximum value out of in reality. I think he's still going to struggle immensely. Underlord, agility gain increased from 1.3 to 1.6. Base armor increased by 1. Atrophy or damage reduction reduced. We already knew that when we looked at the Lycan one. I think Lycan plus Underlord is still the strategy. Cast range increase. Just buffs for Underlord. Underlord was already creeping back in a few situations. Base armor has been reduced on Undying. Soul Rip mana cost increased because it's busted. Zombies collision size has been reduced. The Flesh Golem has been reworked. No surprise. It really was the most useless element of the hero until you at least got level 2 Flesh Golem. Now increases your strength by 30, 40, 50%. Your attack slow the enemy by 30, 35, 40% and deal damage per second for 5 seconds. Zombies do double damage to your unit under the effect. That's interesting. It's actually giving you like a hard investment that gets you something out of it. Like you get rewarded for it. I would have liked like a movement speed buff while in Flesh Golem form, but it wouldn't have made sense from what you're doing to yourself. Like you're fleshing up, you should be slower. Because it might still be hard to catch people. But the whole like thing with this, the interesting thing with this is I don't think it changes the value over time. I'm going to quickly check this because this is a really important one I don't want to get wrong. I believe like the play is going to be decay, 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 Flesh Golem sort of thing. Because we actually did with the Ags and max myself out. If we get an enemy
Prepare for battle.
and we were to strength him, 4.2. We then do it again.
Treant Protector.
And we just straight up. I mean, we can have the Ag because we have to because it gives us health as well. Nice, oh. And then we just press.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so decay doesn't increase? Oh wait, no, it's damage. What am I talking about? I'm looking at the wrong thing. So we're 2.12.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
That's just increase. So it's this other way. I think the thing we want to check is we want to decay targets, and then we want to like buff ourselves up into big boy mode, right? Ags, max,
Prepare for battle.
and then bring an enemy out. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's not making a difference.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
Weird. Wait. That's bugged. That's bugged. Undying's... Wait, or maybe they changed it. I need to read on. Undying's bugged. I'm gonna go on a whim here and say I'm not risk recalling this. When you decay multiple targets, you were getting multiple strength before, right? You're not anymore. I'm not like misrecalling that, right, chat? I distinctly recall on lanes like decaying 2 people and getting 8 strength. So Undying is bugged. Undying is 100% bugged. Alright, that's another clip. Defo bug. Yeah, that's what I thought. my boy Ursa. Actually, I'm going to tweet out about that quickly. Actually, we got a clip. Yeah, clip that. Clip it and then I'll share it. Alright. Well, let's continue reading. So base moves be reduced? Fuck you! Alright, hold on a sec. Earthshock now causes you to jump forward to... Ooh. Alright. This is a clowny hero now. I might start playing support Ursa again. I'm annoyed about the speed reduction though. but I can get Orb of Venom at the start of games now, so it's kind of whatever. It's literally Pangoliers and dude, they have fucking taken the exact animation.
For battle.
Like they would have a rig from the animation, and they could just like they would take the bone and then they'd apply it to the mesh. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Sit upon them. Not yet.
All right, dude, I might stop playing Ursa. Okay. All right, thank you for the clip.
The living.
I'm gonna go on a whim. Man, my mic is terrible. I need to get a new mic. Another thing I need. There we go. My man with clips. So, this might like be good. Ursa has some issues early on closing distance, so one value point nerf shock may be valid now on the lane. Wave of Terror, vision duration increased. Vengeance Aura has been reworked. Now provides attack range and primary attributes to player units. Nope, gonna have to test that. That's weird. Because when you say attack range, does that mean supports? Sorry, melees? That can't be melees, right? Melees. Like, what's my attack range at now? That hasn't increased.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, let's have a... Actually, I think it did increase on that. So let's... Great hero... Lifesteal. Have a look. No, he doesn't get any extra range. Okay, so balance in all things. Okay. That could be really powerful with Sniper, though. Don't like Sniper, I could see that round with. Be pretty lethal. But Vengeance Aura is no longer damage at all, which is... I think that aura is weak now. Venge doesn't feel like she's that good scaling anymore. Based on that change. Let me just finish this off then. Never Swap now works against invulnerable sleeping targets. Okay, nice. Now Strong Illusion cannot be insta-kill spells. No duh. Should be that way. Scepter rework. Never Swap now fears enemies where you land in the air. Okay, that might be good. That could be pretty lethal. An AoE fear on Never Swap landing. I'm going to have to test that, sir. Sir, it's not that I don't believe you, but I want to test this clowny shit myself.
I am vengeance.
Alright. Ags.
Prepare for battle.
Oh. You can't target creeps anymore with this Ags. It's a bit annoying.
Yes.
It's meant to be... Yeah, enemies are feared, but there's no effect, so you don't know the radius. Right? That's a bit weird. Pretty good. Apparently. It just doesn't tell you the radius at all. It's pretty annoying. Venge and Luna now. Basically, yeah. So just run Venge and Luna together and you're back to what it was. Yeah, I don't like that one. Like, actually, the Axe isn't bad. The problem is, like, we don't know what the fuck that Axe does. Like, as in, the AoE on it. Like, it says 700, but you should be able to see that as an effect. You can't. So someone needs to add an effect there. Change from 6-second Wave of Terror cooldown to 3.5. Damn, getting that early could be useful. Magic Missile needs, like, some relevance. So getting buffed on it earlier is nice. Magic Missile cooldown to Vengeance Aura Illusion cast spells. Nice. I wondered where that effect was going to be. They basically put the Ags effect into a talent at 20. Okay, I'm fine with that. Sometimes it felt like the Ags getting Ags quickly when you're like level 12 was really powerful for Venge. 50% aura to attributes, yeah. And Magic Community now deals damage through as expected. The thing is, you can't take both, but once you get to level 30, this hero is going to be fucking ridiculous because you're going to be doing like 725 damage on a magical missile nuke that goes through Magic Immunity and does that damage through Magic Immunity. That's pretty strong. Alright, Venomancer now reduces regen by 30% on points. Ooh, that's brutal. That's actually really strong. It still does the other effects of Veno, right? I assume so. Yeah. So it does that DPS and reduces your regen. That's... Ooh, this hero is extra AIDS now. Although Poison Nova no longer goes through Magic Immunity. Good. Considering the amount of A's that this hero was. Viper, base attack speed increased. Poison attack range increased as well. It starts off at 600 and goes up. So he can trade very effectively. Poison attack has been reworked. Reduces magic resistance by 3579%, movement speed by 6, 8, 10, 12%, and deals 4, 8, 12, 16 DPS. The debuff now, I know it was coming. I was like, those numbers are too low. That's when you know they got it on fucking stack up. Can be incremented up to 5 times each time, refreshing the duration and last 4 seconds. 0 cooldown, mana cost 20. Alright, this hero is going to be fucking murdering a lot more people a lot earlier. That's spooky. Never Toxin cooldown increased as a result, though. Never Toxin no longer reduces magic resistance. No surprise there. They're basically trying to shift Never Toxin as the favorable build, where people would just max Never Toxin and go and farm stacks in the jungle. They want to try and make Viper an active hero again. Never Toxin now deals increased amounts of damage the longer the target remains continuously in the area. Base damage of 15, 20, 25, 30, going up to 60, 80, 100, 120 DPS. Requires 4 seconds to reach maximum DPS. So you Viper strike a target, you fucking kill them. You just kill them. Never Toxin radius increased. Never Toxin break overhead effect now only shows up against heroes. Thank you. It's about time. It's a bit annoying on everything else. Viper strike now deals damage through spell immunity as expected. Now, they did change the level 20 talent from poison attack effects buildings. No surprise with the way they changed it here. It wouldn't be as good. It makes sense. To a 90 damage talent, which is pretty pog if you just want to right-click the shit out of stuff. And then 25, they've changed from the ones... Oh, wait, no, they just shifted around. Okay, that's less pog for you then. You get less damage. Fuck that. I want my 160 damage talent, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Alright, Visage. Stone Form Helper ability on your hero now targets an area causing the closest familiar to... Ooh. The movement cost. So basically, like, you just have an ability on your hero that lets you get the closest one to you. A bit like 10 plus traps, right? To just activate. Just do. Where is Visage? What? How did I miss that? There you go, Stone Form. So now it's just like if you haven't selected them, the closest one will now just do it. This kind of like lowers the micro level to the hero as well, in that you can just like click on a hero to attack, and then if they're on top of them, you can just press the button anyway. Also, panic moments where you're like, shit, I'm not selected on them, and one of them's about to die, you just mash the button, get them all do it. Yes, thank you, because this XP talent was ridiculous, and spell immunity for chaotic offering golems to 100% magic resistance. Thank you. This needed to happen. Like, those golems were fucking unstoppable. I think we've all had a game by now where there's like 4 to 6 golem balling for our base and beating the shit out of buildings, and we can't do any damage to them. We can't do anything to them. So now at least you can try and right-click them to death and stun them to run away. Or you can right-click them before, you can stun them to run away, basically. Level 15 talent. Wait, I just looked that one. Shikuchi. Shikuchi no longer grants haste. Shikuchi now removes speed limit, causes you to be unslowable, and grants you 225 bonus speed. So it's kind of the same. Except it can be better now. And also, you should definitely put a life stealer inside you. Focus fire, attack speed, increase. Dude, just change focus fire. Alright, if there was a one huge error out of all these changes, it's that they still haven't changed Wind Ranger's ultimate to something else. I will, however, be picking up that mana burn item to replace my mana on any idiot target easily in fights. Changed from Wind Run invisibility to the focus fire, and then level 25 is from the focus fire damage structure in Wind Runner invisibility. Ah, man. They made it harder, because it used to be easy, like, you can still get the cooldown reduction, which feels so good. Now they make the decision a bit harder, because so many people like the invis on Wind Ranger. I'd still take the cooldown reduction. When it's cursed, no longer reduces damage on the targets. Wait, what? Oh. So basically, you can do full damage to people when it's cursed. As Wyvern. Only as Wyvern. That's going to be interesting. Also, your units is highlighted. So if you build Helm of Dominator, or you build, Necronomicon, basically you can now fucking kill people in Winter's Curse by attacking them. Yikes. Breach Doctor Maledict no longer pierces spell immunity. Duh. Possible Wyvern's back strong. I still like it as a 5 more. I think you'd like the problem is the Drow strat isn't there anymore because they moved Precision Aura, so that doesn't work either. I don't know if Winter Wyvern right click's going to return. I don't think it's going to return. Wraith King. Mortal Strike Skeleton's damage has been reduced. No surprise, they are pretty powerful. Vampiric Aura no longer affects creeps, but affects your skeletons. Okay. And Vampiric Aura lifesteal reduced. Ooh, dude, that's not neat. No, that's too far. Look, dude, that's dog shit. Look at this, 6, 12, 18. That's so bad. All right, Vampiric Aura sucks now. I think Wraith King might not get picked much. Oh, wait, no, hold on a sec. Pause. We spoke too fast. It deals damage now. All right, Wraith King might still get picked. Now, the loss of that much lifesteal would usually be a big freaking deal breaker, but the thing is, because you now have your own dedicated courier, you can bring out salves and whatever. It is obviously going to slow down your other items if you have to keep dipping into salves, though. Nimbus mana cost increased. That's not going to stop him. And that's not going to stop him either. So Zeus is still powerful, really powerful. And we can now play the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a party. And I'm going to sneaky poo off and get my hands on a Red Bull drink. Be right back. Oh yeah, we have to do the outro. So guys, that is going to be it for the patch analysis. That is everything just round up in a kind of nice little, beautiful little mystery wrapped up in enigma because I didn't solve much for you. Although maybe I gave you a few insights to a few broken things that you can utilize to try and actually storm through your pubs. But that is it. I am ready to start playing the patch. If you want to catch more action and see me play the patch or whatever else, I stream live on twitch.tv/KillerPigeon. You can catch me every day around 2 p.m. 1 to 2 p.m. is when I start. That's BST time. And then after a few hours, I go for a break and come back around 9 p.m. So usually I'm streaming about 8 hours a day. So you should be able to catch me at one point or the other. But I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to crunk a few Red Bulls down and keep myself sustained throughout the night because I believe I have some patch to exploit. So go across to catch those streams. You'll catch me either playing Dota or getting the shit kicked out of me by high-level pro players in Apex Legends most of the time. Hopefully see you there.